players there shaking hands with each other. David, we are away and off you go.
There we go, started this big clash. Can the Broadford team stand up? Nothing much happened in the ruck there. Went to the ground, picked up by the Hawk, a left footer up towards the half forward flank out to on the eastern side of the ground. That's a hand pass. They're running. They've got another one, a short kick, and that's beautiful bit of play, but he couldn't mark it. Hit him on the chest, went to the deck, and it's over the line. No, it's not over the line. It's a tackle. The umpire says, I'm going to take it back. Matt.
Yeah, good indication here too that the weather has already had an impact. That was an excellent pass that was made there, but it didn't stick into the chest.
Yeah, it's a goal.
A quick kick over the shoulder. Well, I was picking up and it's a goal. Wow, that was quick.
Left footer.
A left footer. We're just trying to work out what number that is, David.
Yeah, we'll see him in a minute. He's walking back deliberately, not turning his back. He doesn't want to be in the regular books.
All right, there we go. Number 9.
Number 9. That sounds all right.
So,
O'Shaughnessy, what a great name. Italian name.
good Irish Italian, isn't it?
O'Shaughnessy. Well, that was a pretty quick goal. It's taken him almost a minute to get that goal. I might have to recast my forecast.
Now, I'm not sure who it was, but one of the poor lads from the Hawks there, in the first bounce of the ball there, or throw, he dived straight forward and got completely covered in mud. So we may have a problem identifying whom is whom, but we'll see how it goes. Possibly. Ball's been retrieved from Mount William and finally been brought back. Central umpire says thanks for doing the hard work to the boundary.
And he's doing the right thing, not even the sun in his eyes as he goes in to throw it up. Oh, well, there is no sun, it doesn't matter today. So he's going to chuck it up again, mate.
Up it goes there. Ruck's come in that muddy area. Tap backwards there by the Broadford lads. Over the top he goes. He rucks it again, and now the Hawks will run out. That's a drop. Good call. So first possession now here for Broadford. Number 1 there. Thompson straight to the opposition player. So an ill-directed kick. Not a great start there. Negative 100% efficiency. Ball comes out wide towards the forward flank, goes inside the 50. Target can't be found. Defence now will have it. They'll run it out as far to the boundary. Yep, and we'll have a second ball in. Concerns are, this is exactly where they balled it in the first motion. They ended up with a goal. So we'll keep our eyes on this one, David.
Yes, boundary throw in about 35 to 40 metres from goal on the eastern side of the ground. Up it goes in the ruck. In the front, couldn't pick it up. On the deck again, that's holding the man, holding the ball, something, but the umpire says I don't pay those. I'm going in and throwing it up again.
He seems to be giving him as much time to try and get the ball away. Maybe he's putting the conditions. Oh, kick over the shoulder, tap through the hand. It could have been a throw. Number 9 has a shot again. This time a little less accurate, a minor score, so that's 1-1-7 to the Hawks. Broadford get the score up, but here comes the rain, David.
Yes, the rain is coming down quite solidly now, and that will no doubt impact on the capacity to hold and mark the ball. Nevertheless, the fullback is waiting for the ball to be returned from wherever it went. He's got it now, and we'll see what sort of a kick he is. He's got it in the goal square. He's standing, he can't make up his mind what to do. He comes out to the western side of the ground. That's a lousy looking kick, if you don't mind me saying so, but the rain got it there. They couldn't mark it. That was Thompson put it down. Jake Thompson, that's a hand pass. They've still got the footy, the Eagles. That's good running. That's a left footer. He's kicked it about 50 metres and through for 1 point.
Could seriously be a second goal there too in pushing out that lead, but the rain is having an impact on the shots at goal.
And all the players are in one half of the ground just about, aren't they?
Yep, so the Hawks have set up this wall, and out we go from the full back. He goes over the top, but it's intercepted. This is the bit where we're falling down. We've yet to see a successful kick and mark coming in here from the Kangaroos, David.
42 metres from goal. That's a bit of a tight angle, but this is just the goal kicker again. Let's see if he's right now. It's not him. It's a different bloke. I'm sure by the timekeeper, the chronologist. And here he goes with the right foot. No, that's a left footer. That's a big kick. It's a big kick. It's got the distance all right. The goal umpire says, notwithstanding the rain in my eyes, I'm giving this a goal.
So that's pretty impressive because that's from about as tough an angle as you can get at a fair way out too. So what makes those kind of goals special is that you've got to put a lot of effort into the kick itself, but you know with a slight variation in your kicks that it can go wayward very easy. That was done with a lot of confidence, and we'll try and make out who that player is number-wise so we can keep you scoring the ball. But that's the second there for the Hawks, 2-14 to none on the OKRFM scoreboard. So yeah, we'll try and keep our eyes out on who that is.
Got his hands on his head.
Yeah, he's yet to turn around. We'll find out, David. Might cover the middle.
He looks remarkable. He looked like to kick the first one, but we'll see what happens in a minute or two, mate. Back in the centre of the ground, Eaglehawk got the ball out, but it's gone to the deck now. Picked up beautifully. That's a great pick up, by the way. And the Broadford lads come out with it, punched it towards the boundary line. They're out in front again. The Eaglehawk did the right weather thing there, kicked it off the ground. That's picked up. They've still got the footy, Eaglehawk. That's a long kick out the back. Can he get it? No, he can't. And the Broadford defence, Bendigo bench save of the day award. And that's a nice little kick. It went about 25 metres. They've still got the ball, the Broadford lads. Matt, where is it?
2 kicks, 2 marks, right in front of us. Ball gets straight through, but out the back, it picked up here by Broadford, number 7 there.
No good.
Getting a chance with it, gets wrapped up there.
That was Carmen, by the way.
That was Carmen, not San Diego, so we know where he is. And he'll try and bring the ball in the boundary, just past, ball up there.
Oh, what a punch.
Quick win there by the Eaglehawk Ruckman, off the ground, but a swing in the air, really a miss. Now the Hawks get the ball back inside the 50. No one there, open terrain, another ball. They run for it, and in they go. One of the pockets there's back quickly, he steps around, has a shot with a little bit of poise, but pulls it across his body for yet another minor score. 2-3-15 to Broadford, yet to score.
Yet to score, but they hit the ball a couple of times. That was encouraging, I thought. The disposal for Rosemary there. Fullback's got it again. Can he get it to somebody wearing a Broadford jumper this time? That's not too bad. That's a mark. 33's got it. That's straight. He didn't go astray there. He's got it.
No, it's his second stat.
He's kicked it. Terrible kick. He's picked out an Eaglehawk player. That's number 8. That's Langford. Langford has kicked it into the centre half forward spot, and that's a mark on the chest. That's a nice looking kick. And it's Henley. Henley's kicked it out to the other side of the ground. It's a run towards the boundary line. Can he pick it up? No, he can't. Did okay, the Broadford lad. But they got rid of it in the end. Eaglehawk, they still got the footy. Left-handed hand pass further afield. That's a kick about 30-40 metres into the scoring zone. Punched it away, should have marked it. The Broadford lad, but it's a defensive move that's gone over the boundary line and out of bounds.
4 players there for Broadford inside that attacking or that defensive 50. They had all the time in the world, but they needed to communicate. Punch was effective, but they could have had a mark and could have had possession. Now the Hawks bring back the reserves, they come in, and the ball's up for conjecture with a throw in here that's probably about 15 metres around from the Hawks' goal. So probably not the best choice. They're going to have to pick the ball out of out of a throw-in now and see if they can get it out of there.
Watch the throw-ins on days like this. The boundary umpires sometimes don't get it right, man.
He's come in about 10 metres. He's a smart lad for doing that. There's the throw. Right. Not too bad. Comes over the top there. One there by the Hawks. Down to the ground for anyone to pick up. The smaller men go in. What a pick-up by the Eaglehawk player. Going to the top of the square. Tapped off the fingers and knocked through for a minor score. So there's your Bendigo Bank save of the day, David. And yet again, the full back who's going to get the most stats today for the Kangaroos.
Can he kick it to somebody wearing a Broadford jumper? That's the big issue. And he's getting a bit of practice. In fact, he'd be a splitting position winner at the moment, wouldn't he? He's kicked it into the centre of the ground. That's not a bad piece of play by Eaglehawk. He punched it down to the ground and running around like nobody's near him. And that's a kick in towards the half-forward flank, a mark on the chest, and that's a goal kicker, I reckon, Davis.
Yeah, number 6, he got the last goal there too. He's on the other side of the ground now. The last one he did was an extraordinarily good goal in trying weather. Now, if it gives you any indication, folks, they're now wiping the ball on their jumpers to try and get some of that condensation off it. And here he comes in with a strike straddle he's running. There's a left foot kick. He's dragged to the right. Across his face a little bit and just gets a minor score. So we get again 2 goals, 5-17 to nothing yet for Broadford on the OKRFM scoreboard.
Tried to get the distance and it cost him the accuracy there. The fullback's got it again. He's getting a lot of kicks, this guy. That's a left footer, a short one. That's a nice looking kick. Picked out the man in the back pocket. And they're playing on. That's a left footer about 30-40 metres up towards the wing. But can they get it? No, they can't. Eaglehawk's got it again. What are they going to do now? They've kicked it about 50-60 metres right into the teeth. They called no mark. Over the back of the pack. Can the defence get it through? And that's a Bendigo Bank save of the day too, man.
Number 14 here for the Eaglehawk there. Orange boots, seems to be an effective player. Donich, I think I pronounced it correctly. Really clean pickup. And this is going to be an incredibly important skill on a day like this with the weather. The full back gets the ball out to the back pocket, gains about 10 metres forward, if that, and now they've got themselves locked in. They're doing David's mortal sin of kicking across the face of goal, going out the far side now, looking for a loose man. They find
That's pretty good.
And that's 3 kicks, 3 marks. So good old Broadford. Now they've got to get outside that defensive 50. Kicked it right into his own teammate's head, and now they're raffling for the ball.
Goodness me.
Fortunately, they're going to get out of this one, but that was uglier than a box of hammers. And now they go down towards the wing area. Out the back, can't be held there by Eaglehawk. Going forward again, but it's all Hawks in the middle. They'll have the ball now. They'll handball it out. They've got no one else to run to for the Kangaroos. Deep inside the 50 they'll go. And the mark held. Played on quickly there by Eaglehawk. A snap. And a minus score. He will be ruining that one. That was number 20, I think it was.
Johnson.
29, sorry. 20, correct. So opportunities come and unfortunately gone for the Hawks on that one.
Well, that's a very unusual incident. I don't think I've seen that happen for a very long time, kicking into your teammate's head.
Could be a concussion protocol for that.
Could that be regarded as a Bendigo being saviour of the day?
Well, it's a stat in soccer. It's a header, so that's a good one.
That's using your head, that's what I'd say.
Fullback now challenged him to come out. He's looking down, not many leads, he's not honouring them.
Different fullback.
Run his full measure, kick towards the boundary here. Up they'll go and they'll tap it over the top now, but it hits the ground, bodies dive on top. And I think Broadford's best case here is to move the ball up old style in this weather and see if they can progress slowly.
It is a good knockout. That is a beautiful little tap. Went straight to Evans. Evans has got it into the centre half forward spot, right on the chest. That's good work. That's effective teamwork and nice kicking. So he's got the ball about 40 metres from goal, directly in front. But I suspect he'll make the distance here.
That's Donnet. That's the one I was talking about with the orange boots there. He's got some pretty clean skills for wet weather. Let's see what he's like with a shot at goal. But that's directly in front, David.
You can see why they've been successful in the past, can't you? The way they're handling the footy. Here it goes anyway. He's about 40 metres and a long kick. That's a nice looking kick. It's gone all the way and there's no worries about that one.
Donnet gets himself on the board. Third goal there for Eaglehawk, 3-7-25. Broadford yet to score. So Donnet gets himself his first senior. His first major. And it rolls on for what's a very good start. Broadford now needs to start to get probably a little bit more physical and aggressive towards the ball.
The footy, mate. That'd be the first thing.
Yep. And we'll hope that they can get themselves out of the middle yet to really win a centre contest, but the umpire has it back, David, and away we go.
A murky day, a wintry day, a day made for footy, isn't it? Back in the centre of the ground, the rucks set themselves. That's no contest. The umpire said that's a free kick and it's going to Eaglehawk. I don't know for what reason that was. That was Heath is, he's handballed it away. It's into the forward pocket now. Watch out for his left foot turn. No, that's a hand pass out the front. They've still got the footy. Kicked it into a contest and that might be a mark. No, Broadford put it down. Hand pass again. There's plenty of Eaglehawk players waiting for it. The umpire says that's a free kick, mate. You take it.
Too high and over the shoulder there against number 10. Now they have a chance to go inside the 50 again. He's looking for a lead, can't find it. There's the kick though, Olds and wobbling.
Hey. What a mark, that's a good mark, mate.
Turnover there now for the Kangaroos. Coming out wide here for number 18, David. Looking to Hips Hall now, there he is. There's a good kick. Lead then honoured and not held. That was a pity. Now the turnover by the Hawks is they'll move it by hand quickly inside the 50. Have a shot. That's a ugly looking torpedo punt thing.
29 it was.
And that went nowhere but a minus score.
And Matt, if I was Broadford, I'd be asking for a count of the players. They seem to have more than anybody, don't they?
Yeah, there seems to be an absence of Kangaroos. Out they go the far side there, one-on-one. It's pushed towards the boundary, picked up by the Hawks. They'll come back inside the 50. There is a lot of free players here for the Hawks in their forward 50, and there's probably too many players for the Kangaroos at the back of the ground. So picking up a man and manning up seems to be the key indicator here for the Kangaroos. Surgically attach yourself to your opponent is the key.
That's Donnet again. He's 49 metres from goal. Not much of an angle, and they've been kicking this distance, so I expect him to just about make it. Here he comes, orange boots, as Matt said. That's a long kick. It's a high kick, it's a long kick. It's going to make the distance all right. Was there a shadow on the post? No, says the goal umpire. That's 1 goal, 6 points. And it moves to score along now.
8-32 there to Eaglehawk. Broadford yet to trouble the scorers. And the beginning of a quarter, that is exactly what the coaches Eaglehawk will be asking for. They're concentrating, they're using their time, their space, and they all seem to have a fair bit of poise, and they're going in hard. Donnet seems to be standing out to me as a player who used the ball well, as he's finally getting a hiatus on the bench.
Well, the ball hasn't been on the forward line at all for Broadford up to date, and that's a objective, I reckon. They were out of the centre. That's a hand pass, big hand pass. Another one. They've still got the footy the Eaglehawk, and that's a nice looking kick. Hit him on the chest, hit him on the hands, but he couldn't mark it. Over the back, that's Davis, he's a goal kicker, left footer. It's not a bad looking kick, and you can write that one down. He doesn't miss in that guy.
So Davis, already a goal kicker, gets his second, and we know that Donich also has 2, number 14 there too. They've now got multiple goal scorers who've got multiple goals. This is the dangerous part for Broadford, as it's tagging or trying to take out one equation doesn't stop them from going forward. The most pivotal element there was that they extracted that ball from that centre thrower with a relative ease there, with no real contact in any way from Broadford. Broadford need to get themselves physically in the game and be next to their opposition. They're giving them way too much space.
You said Donald's got 2 goals.
He has indeed.
Back in the centre of the ground, ruck contest. He's winning pretty easily, the Eaglehawk ruck, when he looks like he knows how to do it. By the way, that's a left footer up to the half forward flank mark on the chest, but didn't mark it. Went to the ground, pushed it out in front of him, going towards the boundary line, and he's escorted it over the boundary line, waiting for the boundary to come in and chuck it in again.
Far side here of the Harley Hammond Reserve. So we'll wait to see how this ball gets brought back. We really do need to see Broadford pick up possession here. There's been a lot of time before they've had a clean one. Tap back down there by Eaglehawk, but can't get picked up. Forms a pack in top. No one says any freeze here, I'll take this. So a ball up on the centre half or the back flank area here for Broadford. Another chance now for the Hawks to go in. There it goes. Tap, win by no one. Went straight back up in the end. Quick read there by Broadford. Goes forward to the halfway mark. This is terrain they haven't been in. They've got numbers. They need to shepherd and they need to communicate, but they're not at the moment. They're going to get the ball and let the Hawk come right through. That's poor football, and now the Hawks will move away with it. Handball over the top. Coming here to Donnet again. He takes poison time. Steps back around. Kicks it poorly.
Didn't go the distance.
And now the chance to go inside the 50 here for Broadford.
It went 7 metres that goal.
Here's the kick. It's wayward. It drifts back down. It comes back out of the 50. They pick it up again. Handball off. They handball away again, but they haven't got the hunger for it. And the Hawks will try and get out of danger here with a hospital kick that goes pretty high up. It bounced in favour of Broadford, but no one can really pick it up. They run through with numbers. Ricochets on the ground and goes, if I can, a free kick picked out, I think, David.
It is a free kick. You've got no idea what for, but they're taking it anyway, and they'll be eternally grateful for it. He's about 48 metres from goal.
That's number 21, David.
Beg your pardon?
Number 21 there.
21, that's Edwards.
The captain.
Vice captain.
Vice captain, sorry.
Vice captain Edwards, and can he do something really outrageous and kick a goal here? He's gone back about 92 metres for the run up to kick it, and he'll be exhausted by the time he gets there. Here he goes now. And it's a lovely looking kick. It's not a bad looking kick. It's gone the distance, by the way, but only 1 point. That's unfortunate. Would have been a real boost for them if they'd kicked that goal. Through for 1 point. And it's now, the score is Broadford 1 point versus 5-8-38.
Away it goes now, back down the ground, but it's being picked up at the wing there.
Another mark.
To Broadford. They suddenly discovered that they can handle the ball.
Crikey.
Kicked into the man on the mark. It ricochets back out. They'll try it again now, but the Hawks have it. They run over with a couple of well-placed handballs, and they're not letting the slipperiness of the ball can stop them. Again, they move it towards the middle of the ground, but they cough it up now.
Nice pickup.
Trying to step through the traffic of the Broadford players, and he kicks up a hospital one that's straight up, straight down. No one could get that one. Out the back it pops. The fast-moving Hawks there get over the top of it. A flick away that could have been a throw, and the umpire says yes. So it'll go to Broadford here with a chance to go back inside the 50 for only the second time. It's number 29 there, David. I think, no, that's not. That's number 7 there.
Number 7, that's Carmen.
So Carmen there.
Carmen and going.
Yep, he'll look to bring it inside the 50.
He's... well, I don't think he'll kick it from there, and in fact doesn't even try. It's a hand pass gone towards the boundary line, picked up. What are they doing? What are they doing? They're wrestling each other almost. 26 has got it, kicked it into the centre half forward. He's got a mark on the chest. And what number is that, Matt?
Can't see that there too. I'm just trying to work out who that is.
Well, we'll see.
It's got
Number 19.
Number 19. Street.
Well, he's got to kick the ball 50 metres, and he looks like he's confident enough. What do you think, Cal? I think he can do it. I think he can do it. He looks like he's been here before.
See if he drifts right. He's going to go a little bit to the right. He's worried about the distance. There's the kick. It goes right. It goes to the left. Will it cover the distance? I think it might. And you can hear there.
Oh,
Yes! Yes!
So we've got excitement here in the commentary box there as the scorers blow the dust off the button that says goal. And Broadford get themselves 1 goal, 1-7. Come on!
What did the coach say? Small wins have to be celebrated.
And that's the way it goes. So Broadford's done what can be done, and let's hope and see if they can do it again there too.
Well, this is part of a run, eh? 1 goal, 1-7 to 5 goals, 8-38. That's not a bad quarter for Broadford. Street. Yes.
So Street back in the middle, up it goes, tap there, probably won there by Broadford. A great effort there, extra bodies on top, but it's smoother skills here by the Hawks. They go out with handballs, and now they'll go inside the 50. It kicks long, looking for a target. Great defensive work. That's where they're reading the ball, not the play. Out wide they go. They can't find the mark. Second efforts by the players here. Pushed off a little bit there. The tackles are a little bit rough.
It's got a
tackle on top. Over the shoulder.
Around the shoulder, right?
A little bit high.
That's okay. And they run around the man on the mark like he wasn't there. Kicked it right into the forward pocket. Good contest. I might have had a free kick for pushing the back. The umpire says I'm not paying it. And it was Bennett that did that. Ball's out of bounds. 32 metres from goal. 22 metres from goal perhaps. And big crowd gathering at the interchange bench for the Roos. A lot of people there. Boundary umpire's got it. Chucks it in, man.
Out it goes out the back there, tapped over the top, running Eaglehawk players. Here's a chance to kick over. It's a shoddy kick. It could have gone higher and over the bodies, but it went straight. The defenders here for Broadford working extra hard. They'll look to go across the face. There. That was good. Find a mark on the far side here.
33, that's Stray.
And Strays, that's his third or fourth stat here out of the fence. He's doing well. The kicks have been poor by him though, but he'll go down the line towards a contest. Numbers favour here the Hawks. They can't hold it. Extra bodies jump in. And now, for the first time in a long time, Broadford stemming the actual attacks here by Eaglehawk, and it's grounding to a little bit of a halt.
Good wrestling there.
Bad throw up.
Lousy throw up, but Broadford have taken it away, kicked it into the half forward flank. Ball out the back, picked up now by the Hawkers. The Hawkers are pushing it forward. Pretty good work. He's flicked it over the back. But, the umpire says that's a free kick to you, sir, for a bad tackle. That's number 40, I think.
Yep.
49, Thompson. It's another Thompson. They're everywhere, the Thompsons. It's a hand pass onto the centre wing, kicked into the half forward flank. It's a mark, man standing almost on his own. He's now on the 50 metre line. 50 metre line exactly. He's going round in circles, handball it backwards. I never like to see that unless there's about 12 other players doing it. And that's a mark on the chest. He's back where he started from.
That's the same player.
Stoned, is it?
Yeah, it's the orange boots. He's going to go for a long shot. David, how's that looking?
It's looking pretty good. It's gone the distance, and that's okay, I reckon. And that's another goal.
That's his third, David. So he's those orange boots have been a good purchase there in this foggy conditions. We can see him from afar.
If they're not careful, he could turn out to be dangerous.
He could be, and his kicking has been all done around about the 50-metre arc. So this is the problem that Broadford have. They need to take this guy out of the equation. Not close to the goal, but really quite further out. They've got to stop the ball to being delivered to him.
And the rotation's working at full speed today. They're probably going to keep as many as they can on the rotations. That's 117 to 68, 44. Back in the centre of that, and that's a ruck contest. Hit it right on the chest. They've done well at those centre clearances, but pushed that in front now, but they're everywhere. There's two of them. What's he going to do? Picked it up, hand pass, still got it. Flicked it in nicely. That's throwing the footy, by the way. That's a free kick.
Free kick now there, good defence, good timing there by Broadford when they come out and leave their man and put pressure on the defenders. The handball backwards is dangerous, almost gets himself, they've gone back on now these 30 metres or so. There's the kick with a tap across the head with a free kick as well thrown in there.
That's Behan.
That's Behan, he now holds the ball just inside that defensive 50 for Broadford. He's going to go across the face of goal, and David then works on his ulcer as now it comes back outside now for the defensive 50 towards the line. There's a mark attempt, can't be held, and over the boundary here, and a direct throw in right in front of us here at the commentary box.
O'Shaughnessy, number 9, took that over the boundary line, right near the interchange bench, and the boundary umpire's got it. Going to chuck it in, eastern side of the ground, right in front of the commentary box. Good look at it, a good ruck contest, went over the back of the pack, picked up nicely. That's a player that's not listed on the list, but picked up now by the defence for Broadford. Can he pick it up, kicked it off the ground? It could have been a mark, but to put it down, they're paying no marks for those if you don't actually grab them. And that's holding the man, holding the ball, nothing. The umpire's coming in to throw it up.
So we're 24.5 minutes gone in this quarter. Must be the last few moments left in it. We're going to on time, overtime. Up it goes there, pushing the back there. Could have been given there for Broadford, but no. Jumps over the top of it, and now the ball bounces around like a hot potato. No one can get control of it as it goes towards the boundary line, and it's shepherded across there, just inside the attacking 50 here for Eaglehawk with the scores of 44-7. It's a 37-point lead here to the Hawks.
Boundary umpire comes in a fair distance and he's going to get out of our throw. The rucks set themselves, tapping it over the back. They've got a technique doing that. Broadford need to whack up to that. It's going towards the point post and it's going through for a 1 point. They're doing that a bit, Matt, flicking it over the back of the pack.
They are, and Broadford hasn't caught on to this one as yet. There's been no players back there, and they're getting possession relatively easily. In wet conditions, that's a dangerous thing to give up. The ball's going to be brought back now, the full back. He'll have a challenge to find a loose man because in this part of the quarter, everyone's legs are starting to feel a little bit heavy. So if he's wise, he'll run his distance and he'll go to a contest. Out he comes, running his distance. There's the kick towards a contest.
Not a bad kick.
Yep, out the back it goes. Couldn't be held, possibly in the back. The umpires let that one, and we'll have a ball up here on the back flank. Right in front of us here, David.
Well, went to the ground on purpose there. I would have paid a free kick against him. That was street, by the way. The umpire's got it, chucks it up in the air, rucks set themselves, flicked it over to the side this time, gone towards the boundary line, over the line and out of bounds. He's a pretty good rapper, this guy. I don't mind him at all.
He's not only getting possession, but he's flicking it towards the people he wants to get it towards. So this is where his smaller players are making themselves present. Watch number 11 here, David here for Eaglehawk. He'll make his way around, tap over the back now. Here's a chance to go towards it. There's an injury here to the Kangaroos. We'll watch that one with a shot at goal, which ends up being a pass. And it finds a target here for the Hawks late in the quarter, directly in front.
And that was the bloke that got it to him. That was a Dustin Martin, don't argue, one of the chops. But within the easy kicking distance, it's this time, mate, he's only about 35 metres from goal.
Here goes the kick. The umpire shuffles one to the left, one to the right, and he gives himself full score there for that one. So there's a chance. That's number 9 there, I think, David, who again is also a goal scorer for them. So all three of the goal scorers have kicked 2 goals at least each, and this gives them a potent forward line, to say the least.
2, 4, 7. The score now, 7 goals 9. 51 to 1 goal 1 7 at the closing minutes of the first stanza. And it'll be interesting to see what the coach has got to say to the Broadford lads at quarter time.
Cat's made her way down there, David.
We're looking forward to that. He's got it again over the side of the pack. He's doing okay in the ruck. They pushed it towards the boundary line, towards the wing on the other side of the ground. That's the eastern side of the ground. Picked up hand pass, another hand pass. It's okay over the line this time. The hand pass was wonky.
So a ball in on the far side here of the ground here. There must be seconds to go in this quarter. Can't be long left. A lot of goals scored though, 8 in the quarter. So as the boundary brings the ball spinning back in. The ruck all on his own. He actually takes it by hand. But it's their ruck rover who's running through with free care. Kicks inside the 50, attacking 50.
Oh, he's got it.
Finds a target who takes a mark. It's again number 9, I think, David. Let's try to work out who that one is, but that was a mark diving
9 is Genesee. Yeah. I thought it might have been 6 to tell you the truth, but we'll find when he turns his back. 9, and it's 9. Okay, the chronologist has just told me it's 9. That's Genesee, the Italian-Chinese background. Here he comes, 39 metres. 39 metres. He's a good kick. That's have a look at that. It's a long, long kick, but through for 1 point only. The goal umpire has moved across and signalled that, and the fullback has got it ready to dispatch it again. They did change the fullback because the kicking must be an issue.
Oh no.
That's a good kick. He's got it again. That's Thompson. Al Thompson's got it this time. Centre half back position, perhaps. What's he doing? Take your time, son, because it's not that long to go.
Good quick kick out of defence now. Bit of distance here at the back if they can get it. Punched away.
Ooh, could have been on purpose.
Yeah, but no, that's good defence. Marsh gets that one away, so we'll have a ball in here. Back flank here for the Broadford Kangaroos in the dying moments. We'll wait and see as the boundary umpire looks to bring that one spinning back in. Here he goes.
With a beautiful beard, that boundary umpire.
Yeah, lovely to shoot this. Tap forward there by the Eaglehawk ruck, but then he can't control it. Body's on top now.
Oh, good work.
Good deep and under work there by Eaglehawk, kicking over the top, inside the attacking 50 now. Out comes the lead, and the mark is held by our orange boots. He's the predominant target at the moment for up on the forward line there too. That's Donnet, and he's looking to get his 4th for the quarter.
He's a seriously good player.
Yep.
And did it well in a wet weather sequence, didn't he? Clutch the ball to his chest like a vice.
Yep, grabbed it like it was a falling baby and was not going to let it go. Now let's see how he can kick this baby. It's going to be a challenge because there's a slight angle to it, but he got one from a more difficult position earlier on.
They're getting the distance okay, yeah.
They are indeed.
40, 50 metres.
There's the
There
kick.
it's a long high kick. Will it make the distance? No, the pack rise. They push it towards the scoring zone. Oh, it picked it up. No.
Kicked it across the face and went through for a minor score.
Through 1 point.
So
7 goals 11, 53 to 1 goal 1-7.
So there's a bit of panic factor there on the last line of defence, but the fullback has it now for Broadford. He's going to look through the fog and the mist here, hopefully to find some familiar jerseys. He goes down that far side.
That's a long kick.
It's a big kick. Couldn't get it out to a target. It goes, hits the ground, running Eaglehawk, goes inside and bang,
Good mark,
hits
Steve.
the target yet again. This freedom that they're giving the players from Eaglehawk, too much space. They should be right next to them, give him a cuddle. But now, because of that freedom, they line up for a shot at goal.
That was a skillful mark they made for wet weather. Put his hands out in front, collapsed onto it. Here he goes, about 22 metres, I reckon, 23 metres. Not a bad looking kick. It's a left footer, but through for 1 point only. So they're wasting a few opportunities, aren't they?
This is where the weather, I think, does have an impact now, but what could have been a 60-point quarter is still only 54. Broadford has a challenge now. They cannot get out of this defensive lock or wall that the Hawks have put up. They've gone from the far side of the oval here. They've come over to the western side. They'll go back towards the east, looking for the corridor, but intercepted quickly. And now shot at goal again by Eaglehawk. And this one
Is a goal.
is a goal. So there was an opportunity to feed off the back
Number
of
11.
Yep, feed off the back of other
Thompson.
players, and another Thompson gets another goal. So the key here that the Eaglehawk players are doing is that the kick's going to Broadford, either too loopy or too high. The Broadford players not running at it, they're stationary, and the Hawks are able to run over the back of them, David, come in behind and steal the ball time and time again.
And the chronologist has just told me it's only 29 seconds to go here.
Well, there's a chance of 2 more goals.
Yeah, 2 more goals.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Broadford on the alert for that. Matters forecast 2 more goals in 29 seconds. Back in the centre of the ground, ruck set themselves. They're winning easily in the ruck, and it doesn't matter who's in the ruck for them. That's a mark. That is a mark. Oh, come on, what's happening? Jingoes, I've never been to a football match where they don't pay marks like that.
Well, it was unfortunate because my 29-second 2-goal prediction was close to being happening then. So I'm a little bit perturbed when the numbers are out. But here the umpire will bring the ball back up inside the 50 for the Hawks. They punch forward, handball, running past. There's a shot and touched on the line and knocked through for a minor score.
Well, a full forward for Eaglehawk, in fact, saved that. The Bendigo being saved of the day.
He's an Eaglehawk player in the forward line. Quick kick out now by and that brings to end a very tough quarter here for the Broadford Kangaroos. 8-13-61 to 1-17. So that's a 54-point lead on the OKRF Centre scoreboard. So sorry, let's check there. It's a case here of what potentially might be by the end of the game.
I think a note is 21 scoring shots for 2.
Yep. So as we were saying there too, the back of the middle, we're going to start for the second quarter here, David, and up it goes.
Yes, rucks. In fact, Broadford won that tap out from the ruck, but picked up by 44. He's not playing according to our list. They've got the footy Eaglehawk, and that's a left footer going about 50 metres. Hit him on the hands. Hook over the shoulder towards the goal, and that's through for a goal in the first minute of the quarter. And that's what happened in the first quarter, Matt.
That's the 29-second goal that I was talking about, David. The Eaglehawk boys have an ability to move this ball incredibly quickly, and they did so without really any pressure on the opposition. The other damning element there was they targeted their full forward, who's the big lad down there. I think it's the ruckman change maybe, to give him a bit of a break. So he's gone down to the full forward, but he just palmed it down to a smaller player.
What I liked about the coach of Broadford there, he's saying they just can't be defensive. That's not the only way to play their game. Getting the footy first is a really important thing to do. Back in the centre, ruck contest, went to the deck, picked up by the ruckman himself, tried to kick it, couldn't get his foot to it. It's on the ground again, in the back, I would have said, or on
over the shoulder. Yep.
And that's a free kick.
Chance for the Kangaroos to go forward now, wiping the mud out of his eyes, so he'll try and work out which way he's facing. There's the kick, David.
That's all right.
Inside the 50, big target at the back, can't be found. Hits the ground out the back now. Pressure on the Eaglehawk defence for the first time in a long time.
Good
Pushed
mark,
over the line. Good chance here if they can get through the Kangaroos. They do. Here's a kick towards the goal. but it's only a minor score to number 7 there too. But David, they're having a shot. Maybe the message is getting through.
Carmen, there was 3 good things happened there. A nice bump which took the opponent out of the play, and a nice connect to get it moving forward. Anyway, here's the fullback, got it for the Hawkers. He's looking seriously at where to kick it, taking his time, bit of poise. I like that too. Here he goes, got a good run. He gains about 10 metres. The Broadford boys haven't done that. Kicked it to the centre wing, nearly a mark, couldn't mark it. Went to the Vic. No, the umpire said on the shoulder, take it, mate. It's Eaglehawk, got it, centre wing, kicked out towards the half forward flank, and that's another mark. That's a nice mark too, isn't it? And played on quickly, that's rapid work. Kicked it into the scoring zone right up near the teeth of goal, and it nearly a mark on the chest, but couldn't grab it on the deck, man.
Hits the ground now, ricochets out the back, smaller men dive on top, no one can control it, and we'll end up with the ball up here, folks, about 20 metres out from the Eaglehawk goal. This is the alarm point, the pressure here should be high. There's a chance here for Broadford. Can they get possession and run it out? Tap over the top, can't be held there by the rucks, hits the ground hard, bodies dive in, and we're in a rule of 2 now, David. One more ball up and it'll be a cheap free kick, I guarantee you, but the umpire will take this one 25 metres out, pretty much directly in front. Up it goes there.
Pack of players.
Yep, tap back down, it goes towards Broadford. They get the ball, kick it off the ground. Now they find a player, they don't look where they're kicking, but they barrel it back out towards the wing. Over the top there, the Eaglehawk players move it by hand, stepping around with a bit of candy inside the attacking 50, out the back of the hands. No one can hold that one. Trying to run it out, they can't now, and they're tackled and brought down.
Very close to holding the ball too.
So they're quite keen to keep possession there, and they have, but they're inside the defensive 50 yet again.
So not far from the scoring zone, and the umpires come in, chucked it in the air. Ruckman won again for Eaglehawk. On the deck, he's surrounded by 2 defenders, but he got around them, kicked it with the left foot, and that's out of bounds on the full, I reckon.
Chance to relieve the pressure here for Broadford, but they'll be stuck here on this western side, looking down for targets. Pretty much parity, 1 man for every opponent. Eaglehawk are good at this, they don't let their players get away. There's the kick down towards the wing area, out the back, punched away, hits the ground. Players trying to run by, but no one can control it. Hits the ground there, could have been dropping, the umpire let it go. Off the ground, kicked forward, and towards the interchange, 60 metres out from the Eaglehawk goal, David, a ball in.
Near the interchange bench, and you can do a bit of tricks there. But pushing a player on or off, but a good boundary throw in, ruck contest again, won by Eaglehawk, went to the deck, picked up by Broadford, and that's a nice looking kick. It's about 30-40 metres, but it's not to a target at all. They just kick at the groups and picked up. The umpire says that's a free kick, son, you take it. That's 24's got it. I don't know what his name is, he's not on the list, and that's another mark, and that's Evans has got it now for Eaglehawk, almost in the centre wing position. He's taking his time. I like it when they do that. They've got a bit of poise, looking for a target, knowing where to kick it, and that's not a bad looking kick. It's gone about 50 metres, hit him on the chest, went to the ground, picked up a bit of a hook over the shoulder towards the forward scoring zone, and they're pushing it towards the boundary line into the pocket on the eastern side of the ground.
So a free kick now there for dropping the ball, or incorrect disposal.
Incorrect disposal,
yes. The ball now kicking across the face now here by Broadford.
Shocking.
David loves these ones, they keep him up at night. So he'll go back the way he came before, getting back the 10 metres he just lost. Now Broadford has come out of that defensive 50 for a target, if they can find one they do.
Well done.
This is 3 kicks and 3 marks.
Yes,
this is a new kind of Broadford. Again, kicking down the line now. The numbers favour Eaglehawk, but some pressure can be put on by the Kangaroos, and they do. And they continue to hold the ground. Umpires saying, no, let it go. Here's a kick now under pressure over the top. And that's again the poise we love by the Hawks. They come wide out towards the full back. They get the ball quickly playing on over the top. Loose players out here. Lots of space on the wing. Now they look to run down and find a target. There's a lot of pressure now. It goes wide for the big man. Holds the mark on the chest, which is a smart move. Numbers now in the middle will favour Eaglehawk. They'll kick over for a target and bang, hit it, but punched out by the full back. Chance to get the ball away. It's ricocheting around in front of goal area. If they can pick it up here, the Hawks, they do. They handball over looking for support. They don't find it. Numbers favouring the Hawks, but the Kangaroos have 2 to 3. They dive on top, and it's going to be I think, a free kick here for holding the man, I think, without the ball. And there's a blood rule now. So one of the Hawks will take some time on the pine and get some probably a little bit of hemorrhoid cream on the noggin.
Well, blood rule, eh? And he's taking his time getting off, as he should. You don't have to rush, do you? The umpire's waiting for him to get over the line, and the Eaglehawk lad's got it, waiting for the kick. He's about 52 metres from goal, by the way.
And, that's a pretty nasty.
That's a fair bit of claret there, David. There's a lot of. We'll hope he's okay there. We'll check on him, but probably a scratch on top of the head, which, as we know, can bleed profusely. So we'll keep an eye on him too. Number 11 there, David.
That's right. That's Thompson, Jay Thompson, and that's a kick into the centre square, and the Broadford defence has worked overtime there. They're kicking it backwards across goal, and that's the umpire says, "Wait on, folks. Come bring it back over here."
So I'm not sure if the game got away from the umpire a bit there, but he's called the ball back. And I think either the boundary or the goal umpires may have indicated that there wasn't a mark, that it had gone over the boundary line, so we'll have a ball in.
Yeah, it's a throw in from the boundary, just about a few metres from the point post, thrown up in the air. A good contest in the ruck, but down to the ground. Can somebody pick it up? Kick it off the ground, that's intelligent work. That's a free kick, I reckon, in the back. The umpire says I didn't see it. It's on the ground again, another tackle. It's just rude looking stuff, isn't it? It punched out the back of the pack. And a kick, and it's gone over the line and out of bounds.
So Broadford is doing what they were hoping to do. They've slowed the scoring rate here by Eaglehawk. They still have that lead of 59 points, but it's been a good 7.5 minutes without them scoring their solitary goal for the quarter. Back in it goes, tap forward there by the Eaglehawk ruckman. He's seemingly doing it without any pressure. Kicked by the Broadford boys outside the attacking 50. They'll try and get possession if they can, but the Eaglehawk boys are diving in and
good work.
Constantly, not stopping at all. And they'll try and draw the ball out now. Tap back forward down there by Eaglehawk. Can't get the ball in. Now they'll go inside the 50. Chance here, but the defence has got numbers. And finally, someone uses their voice and they hold a mark in that defensive line.
It's a left footer by Broadford over to the other side of the ground. That's a mark. A man out there in a good spot. That's good running too, but he's messed it up. He's gone backwards. Should have got rid of it straight away. The umpire says that's a free kick, mate, and so it was. So it's gone up into the forward line again. The Bendigo bench saved the day, punched it towards the front of the pack and on the ground. Can they pick it up? Yes, they can. Eaglehawk's got it. No, yes, they got it again. He's run back through players. They've still got the ball. Eaglehawk, hand passing it backwards. They're going backwards 40 or 50 metres, and it's on the ground. That's good work by the Broadford lad. Punched it through the pack, onto the ground. It's back out to the towards the wing now, and it's pushed it backwards further again. They can't make a forward move, Matt.
Yes, good pressure here by Broadford, trying to get a turnover, and they might get it here if they can pick it up. They step through the traffic, handball away, but straight to an Eaglehawk player. But kudos to the Broadford boys there. They were outnumbered quite a lot there. Eaglehawk was forced backwards, and for the first time they were feeling pressure. So that's a good sign.
It was tenacious work by players that were talented down there, and you've got to be impressed with that piece of play.
Boundary umpire now will bring this one back in, David. Over his head it goes. The ruckman. Win there by Eaglehawk, straight down to a running player, but he couldn't hold it. In goes the Broadford boys over the shoulder. The chance to go forward here, David. So this is where the forwards should be really have a lot of energy. They should be providing leads. There goes one now by number 7 there, going forward, not honoured. And now the forward kick will go indecisively, and indecisively again. Finally forward with a very short pass. Lobbing one, finds a target, a quick inside the 50. Here's a chance for the big full forward. He glitched way too early. He goes out the back now. Handball's out by the Hawks. They run it out with numbers, and away they go, David.
Away they go, as you say. Kicked out towards the half-forward flank, the other side of the ground. That's a mark. Did okay. Got in front of the pack. That's a left footer, gone about 40 metres into the forward pocket. Man hit him on the chest, but didn't mark it. The defence pick it up. The Broadford lad's got it kicked across goal. They said a mark. No, it isn't. Let it go. The hand pass by Eaglehawk, pushed it backwards, got into the forward pocket. Now can they get all of it down there? Oh, that's a flying mark. Back of the air, but the umpire said, I'm not paying it. Goodness gracious, where are you, umpire?
He picked the cargo up mid-flight. He brought it down to the grounding level, but not given the actual mark. Up it goes by the umpire. Tap back down, running player, running through. Thank you very much, and that's how you do it. So it was inevitable with the pressure that they were building, but it was a bit unfortunate that player who took the literal screamer there, who wasn't given the opportunity. But Eaglehawk get their second goal for the quarter. And showed what that unrepentant pressure that they like to put on board there.
It's a white boots man, mate, just on the other...
Yeah, we'll try and work out who he is, but because he's on that far side, not facing us, we'll find out who that goal scorer was. So Eaglehawk get their second for the quarter, 10-13, 73 to 128. 80, wow, what's that, 65 point lead here to the Hawks.
Well, that was an unfortunate goal, wasn't it? But back in the centre, Ruck wins again, Eaglehawk. It's getting monotonous now. Out the back of the pack, hand pass. Is that okay? No, it's not, because it's Broadford has picked it up. No, he hasn't picked it up. He just pushed it in front of him. That's a good tackle. Good work by both teams there. Ball's on the deck, picked up by Eaglehawk. The Broadford have got it now, kicked it to no one in particular. Just a wild kick up to the half-forward flank. That's good work. Tipped it over the back of the pack, and that's unfortunate because Paulie Ford should have done something with that. That's Tina's kicked it for Broadford towards the boundary line, and he'll be happy to see it over, I reckon.
Over it goes there, just over the boundary line, the attacking 54 Broadford. A few players there too who could have got a little harder for the Kangaroos, but now they've still got the ball in their forward lines, a real chance for them. The boundary umpire steps in a long way. The ball is wet, there goes the throw, the ruckman push away, no one really got that one. Broadford got their bodies over it, but they couldn't get possession, and it's the Eaglehawk boys who run through with more poise there, David. He kicks forward into the attacking 50. If they can get a run on here, that's the boots that's that was
holding the ball, mate.
Orange boots there too of the goal scoring juggernaut that has done it, but he got wrapped up in a tackle, and now the
that was Broadford's captain.
Yeah, now the Kangaroos will reprieve.
You've got to go back and kick over the mark, and what will he do? Because that's slowed the game up enormously, hasn't it? But he's got the ball now, centre half back. What's he going to do? Come on, son. Get it to somebody wearing a Broadford jumper.
Number 37 here, David. Number 37 on the boundary lines, a big boy. Here's the kick, looking for that target, but the lead goes out wide and no one can honour that one, and the boundary line is the win.
Out of bounds. Well, the boundary umpire's got it. He's going to throw it in just near the interchange fence, western side of the ground, about 70 metres from goal, 75 metres from goal. Boundary umpire's got it. Come on, throw it in. Let's get the game underway. Here it is. Good throw, and good wrestle in the ruck, but got his left hand to it, the Eaglehawker. Bill Netto's coming out with it, the bad kick, picked him out in the middle of the ground. That's Mullen. Mullen for the Hawkers has kicked it with the left foot, gone about 50 metres into the forward pocket. Not a bad piece of defensive work, brought it to the ground and laid on it, and that stopped the flow.
So camping out now inside the attacking 50, the field umpire will take this for a ball up, 30 metres out. It's a wonky throw. The tap back down goes in favour there of the Hawks, but now the Kangaroos can get out of defence if they can find a target. They can't. They find the boundary line. They find too much of it, I think, which might mean it's a free kick, I think, David, to the Hawks.
I think it is, and wild kicking doesn't do you any good at all, does it? You've got to find a target somewhere or else put it out in the open completely. Anyway, the Eaglehawkers have got it half forward flank rather. Here it goes. They've got a lot of left footers, this team. Going about 50, 60 metres. They wouldn't want to be under it. Then he marked it, but couldn't mark it. The umpire says that's a free kick anyway. Well, good luck to you. He's got the ball now. What's he doing with it? That's Broadford. Kicked it into the back pocket, and that's a mark on the, not on the chest, on the fingers. Bring it around our side of the ground. That's the western side of the ground, over the back of the pack. But they're all Eaglehawkers, except the man at the pack, and went over the boundary line on purpose. That's all right. I would have done the same myself. So they've got the ball now in the boundary umpire's hands, right in front of us in the commentary box, Matt. You'll be able to see whether their tongues are out or not here.
Everyone's getting ready for this one, right in front of us here. Watch for the ruckman to tap it back down to one of his smaller players. You look down now to his, probably there, he's to his forward player there, number 2, that banged but didn't read it well. Chance to go forward here for the Kangaroos, they do, the kick's wayward.
Well, it's better than kicking it to the other side though, isn't it, mate?
They move the pressure up. Now, this is where that defensive line needs to create that wall for Broadford, right down the middle of the ground there. Lock it in and make the best of this opportunity. The umpire's retrieving the ball now to the boundary. It'll be thrown in probably about 20 metres around, if that.
So right in the scoring zone, chance for a score here.
For the smaller players, the throw's a bit low, taps back down now. Oh, tackled high, I thought, umpire. Umpire's let that one go, but...
well, I wouldn't have paid it either, Matt. He went to the ground on his knees.
He did kneel a bit then, didn't he? Yeah, so that's probably right. Up it goes there with the ball up. Tap there, one there by the Eaglehawk ruck, who's dominating today. Jansen flicks the ball out. That was more of a throw than a handball.
That's a good tackle.
It's a good tackle there, but now Eaglehawk come out of that pressure zone now. Probably 60 metres around now from the Broadford goal.
Yeah, well, they're doing better than the first quarter. You've got to say that for them. They're putting a bit of pressure on here and there. But can they score? That's a big test. Boundary umpire throws it in. The good ruck contest. Guess who won it? That was Eaglehawk. Left-handed hand pass. The running player. Oh, beautiful work. That's 27. I don't know who he is. He's not on the list. And it's kicked up into the forward pocket. Picked up beautifully. That's a lovely pick-up, if you don't mind me saying it. It's a left-handed hand pass. Into the forward pocket, they jump on it, the defence come in.
Too high, he was already down trying to pick it up and he came through the front.
It's on the head.
Yep. So that's unfortunately maybe a bit of smart play by that forward to draw the free kick. They'll have a quick kick of it as a curling banana kick. Minor score.
1
so
point.
Probably rushed a little bit.
Yep, so that's 10 goals 14, 74 the Hawkers to 1 goal 2, 8. Can Broadford kick another goal in this term? We're hoping so, won't we? All the listeners want that to happen too. And fullback's got it. It's a good move to put this bloke at fullback and kick it. He's done about 10 metre run. He watched the other side do that. Kicked it towards the outer side of the ground on the boundary line and it's gone over the line again for another throw-in.
They pick the ball up now, probably the wing area. A chance to maybe move things in. There's extra smaller players coming, but this ruckman for Eaglehawk is dominating. So it's not a case now of trying to get the ball off him, but get the ball that he gives to one of his own players. Again, quick kick by Broadford, goes forward, numbers in favour of Eaglehawk. They drive on top now, strong tackle. The umpire says no, that was good enough to hold the game up, so we'll give it a ball up, forward flank here. There's a chance now if Broadford can get possession. Will Eaglehawk repel? The umpire comes forward, there's the throw, good throw that one. Tap and wing there by the Eaglehawk ruck. Don't think I've seen the Broadford ruck get his hands on a contest yet. Out it goes, chance to go forward here. They kick it inside the 50, there's a push, there's a mark!
On the chest, back.
So there's a chance now for Broadford to get their second goal and the first for this quarter. They'll line up for a shot, and I'm just trying to make out who that is. I think it might be number 1 there, David. It is number 1 there for
Thompson.
Thompson. You can't get enough Thompsons, frankly. He'll line up for a shot, otherwise you'll probably pass to Thompson.
I like what he did there, he got in front. He got in front, so the defender couldn't get around him. And that's a mark on the chest, good wet weather mark. He's only about 30 metres from goal. There's a bird watching carefully as he comes up to kick. And that's a nice looking kick, I think. But
wow.
That's a goal. And what a wonderful occasion for Broadford.
So second goal, so they're back in the game in a sense of being able to get a goal a quarter. That's a good sign. What was good there, David, was the opportunity there by number 44, and that was as it Middleton picked the ball up there on that forward flank area, and he put it out in front of the leading player. And they were able to run onto it. And as you said, David, because he had the front position, his opposition couldn't get the arms around him, and he held the mark on his chest, which again, smart weather football.
You've got to hold him, don't you? Hold him, you've got a chance. And that's a good piece of play. I like that all round. Broadford would be happy with that. 2 goals 2, 14 to 10, 14, 74. It's not a bad quarter for the Roos. But punched out by that ruckman again, who's got his own football, I reckon. Ball on the ground, 2 people tackling, that's good work. Broadford had 2 tacklers there. The goal umpire's got it. He's going to chuck the field umpire's got it. He's going to chuck it up in a minute. There he goes. And guess who got it that time with the left hand? But it went straight to a Broadford fellow. Kicked high in the air over the back of the pack. Gets good defensive work by Neves of Eaglehawk. Ball's on the ground. Nice pick up. That's Evans. Evans has got it. Kicked it into only went about 20 metres towards the wing.
Holding the man.
And the umpire says, holding the man, your free kick, and Broadford will take it.
Chance now for Broadford, David, to get out of that defensive space if they can find a target quickly. This is the bit where they fall down a little bit. They take a little bit too long. There's the kick over the top. Looking for number 9. Finds the mark. Well done. Kick.
O'Shannessy.
Yeah, that was a good kick. It was well weighted.
Oh, what am I talking about, O'Shannessy? That's Thompson.
Thompson. There's always
Thomas.
Thomas goes backwards, David. You'll love Thomas. And they're going across the ground here, finding a target. They do. Now's a chance to go through to the open side of the ground, but they've really coughed up about 25 metres. Now they go wide, looking for a running player. He's going to run out of space if he's not careful. And the boundary line's the winner on the far side there, just between wing and the back flank for the Kangaroos.
Yes, that's where it is, on the eastern side of the ground, towards the Sunshine State or whatever that is today. The northern end of the ground. Boundary umpire's got it. Toes in the air, high in the air. The ruck's get set. Oh goodness, the ruckman from Eaglehawk got that one away. You'd be surprised by that, listeners. Broadford has got it, kicked it high in the air. It's not much of a kick, didn't go anywhere in particular. Picked up now with the left foot of Broadford, put it into the forward line, punched down by the defence. And they've took it off him. That's pretty good work by Broadford. Kicked it off the ground. That's not too bad. And that's done all right. There's the goal kicker, I reckon. He's kicked it again. What's he done this time? It's gone over the line and out of bounds, but not a bad piece of play. I liked it.
Yeah, again, that opportunity to go forward there, that was impressive, Kath. They seem to push their way through.
Yeah, they way more pressure, way more attempting to lead up, at least.
Absolutely. So now's the chance. 5 minutes, 10 minutes around from the Broadford goal. the umpire will fish the ball back from the car park, and the smaller players should be really, there's a chance there for them to steal this and feeding off that ruckman who from Eaglehawk is utterly dominating, David.
He is indeed. Can Broadford get the footy? That's punched down the front of the pack. Good ruck play. That's a left footer. The Eaglehawk has taken it away towards the wing. It's going to be over the line. No, it's not over the line, but he will do it now on purpose. He preferred that to trying to beat the tackler. The boundary umpire's got it right in front of us, and we'll see this wonderful ruck play come into being again, will we? Come on, boundary, throw it in, there it goes. And good work. Left-hander, pushed it over. Broadford's got it though. That was Edwards, the vice-captain, kicking it up towards the forward scoring zone. That's a tackle. Yes! Got him, I reckon. The umpire says play on. Oh goodness, how unlucky can you be? Ball's on the deck now. That's another one. That's holding the ball second time. The umpire says I'm not paying holding the ball today.
David's impartialness has just left the office. Yeah. And the umpire brings us back up on the attacking 50. Win that time there by the Broadford ruck, but he couldn't direct it anywhere he wanted. And now the Hawks pick it up with fast motion through the middle.
Hit him in the face.
Ill-directed kick comes off the face of a Broadford defender. Now's a chance to go forward here for the Kangaroos. They do over the top. It can't be held. Chance to get a second effort there, but there's too many Hawks. And they dropped the ball. The umpire's found that one, holding the man. Wow.
Holding the man.
Wow, that's unlucky there for the defender.
Absolutely right there.
Yeah, he dropped it himself, but then got tackled when he didn't have possession. So now he'll look to come out of defence, David.
Yes, and through the middle. He's kicked it about 30-40 metres, a nice looking kick, and it's a mark on centre wing. That's number 20's got it in Thompson. How many Thompsons on the ground today? Does anybody at home know? That's number 2, B. Evans. He's kicked it across to the other side of the ground, half-back flank. Defence pick it up. That's better work by Broadford. A hand pass and a 50 metre kick, but who to? Because there's only Eaglehawk defenders there. That's kicked out towards the wing, and that's a pass right on the chest, centre wing man.
Good chance now here too for the Hawks to go forward. They do to the forward flank, over the top.
That's a mark and a half.
Oh, there you go. There's your mark of the day so far. Kick forward, the attempt to get right in front of the goal line, off the ground, can't be done. Scalacci's left it, and so there's no World Cup here today. And the gets a tackle right in front of the goal line, and we'll have a ball up 15 metres out on angle.
That would have been a red card for Paraguay, mate.
Oh, that was an enormously good mark. Stratosphere-like stuff.
That's a chuck up by the field umpire. And can they get...
Oh,
that's
a sling tackle,
I reckon.
Yeah. Let go there, David. A shot at goal over the shoulder.
That's a goal.
And that is another. So the unrelenting pressure here by Eaglehawk is probably going to put a damper on the efforts here by Broadford. Although they're losing the quarter, they're not losing by anywhere near as much as they were.
I didn't like that sling tackle. I reckon they should be paid every time. But we'll differ about that, I suppose, with some people. I just think it's wrong. It's dangerous and it hurts people. But back towards the game, in the middle of the ground, we're waiting for the boundary umpires to get the footy back, which they've done. The field umpire gets it. This is the field umpire that doesn't pay some free kicks. Here we go, chucks it over in the air. And that's another ruckman win by Eaglehawk. That's Evans. He's a good player, Evans. And it's on the ground again, big tackle, 3 or 4 players on top of each other. In the centre of the ground almost. That's Evans again, got it to nobody in particular this time, but had a second belt at it. Kicked up the side of the boot by Broadford, went to the ground, picked up hand pass now. Good piece of defensive work, 17, that's Bennett. Bennett for Eaglehawk has kicked it into the forward line. And was it a mark on the chest? No, it wasn't, it went to the ground. That's a long hand pass. And that's a left-handed hand pass to a man running into the goal, and that's a goal. And it's a pretty good attacking hand pass there.
All this great work that Broadford did to try and keep this game competitive, plus the goal that they got, is slowly unravelling because of that clean possession professionalism by Eaglehawk.
That whole play started with 3 Eaglehawk players just
in line, one after the other,
with no one on them.
Yep. So this is where the fitness might be a question, maybe in combination, David, with the what they've been drilled into and remembering. But it's a hard gig when you're trying to make space as a target to go for. But when that turnover occurs, you've got to double up your efforts and get back on your opponent.
Well, you do. It's a matter of experience, I think. And that's a left-handed knockout of the ruck again by Evans. If he doesn't get 3 votes, I've never been to a footy game. Anyway, it's a nice looking kick out to the centre wing, hand pass. This the Eaglehawk people I'm talking about. They kicked it about 40 metres on the chest. and I can't see his number, but he's about 48 metres from goal. It's Evans again, is it? He's everywhere, this Evans. Good Evans. Well, he's got it again, 42 metres from goal. And if he kicks this goal, it'll be a worthy triumph for him, I reckon. He's taking his time. I wonder what his background is, because he knows how to play footy, this guy. That's a big kick. It's gone about all the distance, but the shadow on the post, man.
2 shadows, David. 2. It's always worth 2 points, that one.
Apparently Evans' background is AFL.
Well, there you go.
Is that right?
Really?
Yeah.
So confident effort there. 2-2-14 to 12-15-87. So that's a 73-point lead here, closing in on half time. Now. Looks like Broadford coming out of that back pocket looking for a target. The drill is low, worm burner, no one gets possession. Now it comes off the ground, it comes to Eaglehawk. They kick over the top, they lob it inside the 50, but can the mark be held?
No, well done, holding the ball.
Yep, and they hits the ground again. The umpire said dropping the ball, I think. They're incorrect disposal. So a free kick to Eaglehawk, and they'll line up for a shot at goal, David, I think.
Yes, it's only, it's a scoreable place on the ground. He's about 42 metres from goal.
Is that Evans again?
And they're getting the distance pretty well. The Niliri player that kicks the footy, he's gone back a huge distance again. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they take their mouth guards out to kick in the AFL either, by the way. But he's coming up now for a kick at goal at the 27-minute mark of this second quarter. Here he comes. Matt, what's he going to do?
Yeah, there's the kick. The umpire shuffles to his left so far, but he says it's a minor score. And I know why they take their mouth guards out, David.
Yeah.
Because when they kick a goal and they get their photo taken, they want to be smiling. A nice smile. He said.
After they've, my wife wants to know about the infection. Putting it down the front of your pants.
Tinny is not as bad as that used to be. Out it comes now. Chance to go back inside again for Eaglehawk. Right in front of the goal square. And it's a mark held. It juggled, it popped, it biggled, it bounced, but he kept it. And he had a smile on his face as he did it. Now they're orange boots. Have we got, is that Mr.
Donut?
Donut? It could be Donut. He could have done it again. Has he done it again? Looks like it to me. The umpire bends his back, dug his yoga impression of Greek the Sun, and then gives it 2 fingers out, which is 6 points.
Hitting
them.
Oh, it's getting near the end of the quarter. The chronologist has just informed us. 1 minute 30.
And at this point in time, David, there's a lovely little effort here by Eaglehawk. When you can crack the 100-point mark before half time, then you're achieving something amazing.
Well, it's Broadford couldn't be unhappy with this quarter, just the same. It's battling, struggling team with a talent gap, and they've hung in pretty well, I reckon. Ball back in the centre now. The umpire's got it. He's taking his time. He might be considering where he's going tonight or what he's having for dinner, or else he may even be thinking about this football match that he's involved in.
Hopefully he's got his eyes open.
Yes, there it goes. And another rack throw in and win by Heath that time. They got a good double. That's a mark out in front of him, hands over the head, and put his eyes on the footy. That was obvious. He's about 32 metres from goal. Now where's Shaughnessy again? These people are knocking up, aren't they? Kicking the ball and winning goals. But here he goes. It's about 32 metres. Did I say that before? In he comes. Taking his time. Left footer, another left footer. That's a nice long kick. But only 1 point, folks. And that moves the score along.
13-17-95 to 2 goals, 2-14. The 81-point lead here, closing in on half time.
It's a pretty good lead, but not as much as they might have expected to have. Ball kicked towards the boundary line. Bit of wrestling and fighting. Ball gone again towards the boundary line, and over it's now. Pushed over, and the boundary umpire have to come in with it. So near the interchange fence, half forward flank, western side of the ground, towards the north end. Here it goes. Boundary throwing. Getting ready. Here it goes. Up in the air. And Ruckman again. 21 Heath. Got it out to the front. And that's a hand pass. Beautiful hand pass. Number 6 for the Eagles has kicked it into the scoring zone, and it's through for 1 point. That's Davis, I think.
13-18-96 to 2 goals, 2-14 on the OKRFM scoreboard. 82-point lead here to the Hawks. They look to bring this out. Defensively, the Kangaroos, they have a bounce, run their full measure, try and get outside that 50. They do. The target So the biggest guy on the ground, who's the opposition player, number 27 here.
Nobody there in 27.
Mystery player, we'll try and find him. Over the top it goes inside the 50, knocked out by the toes, it ricochets out and now back outside the 50 again. The bodies that want to dive in first are Eaglehawk players, and that's why they're getting possession. Quick kick out now, hits the mud, but it doesn't stick. 2 on 1 now in favour here of Eaglehawk, but they're looking for support.
Right.
Here comes the support now. It's a bit late. And a bit late across the board, because that dulcet sound was not the QE2 for the end of the second quarter. And it comes in now at 13-15, 96 to 2 goals, 2-14. An 82-point lead here on the OKRFM scoreboard. And we see some improvements, we see some efforts which are fantastic, but unfortunately the professionalism and the skills, I think, of the Eaglehawk team cut away all that hard work there by Broadford, and they won the quarter yet again by at least 5 goals.
31 scoring shots, that's the story of the game. So, yeah.
Righto, 20 on the clock.
Welcome back to OKRFM. This is Matthew Jayler coming to you from the beautiful Broadford ground. It's just the beginning of the third quarter here. 2-2-14 to 13-18, 96. An 84-point lead here to the visiting Eaglehawk. Dominant as they are going to line up for a shot at goal to start this quarter off, as they tentatively do, to get themselves over that 100-point mark. And they're lining up now. There's the kick away. The umpire shuffles to his right a little, but it's not enough. And number 9 here is Shaughnessy, as David says, the import from somewhere north of Nippon, and he's got himself successfully on the scoreboard again. David, a start that Eaglehawk would have wanted.
Well, this is apparently what happens all the time. They must kick a goal in the first 29 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I said to you. They're 29-second team. So just to let you know, there's a number 27 here.
Right,
No, 27 over here.
That would have been a good move there if they got an extra player.
Yeah, and his name is Evans too, apparently, but we'll check on that one as well. So good Evans all over the place.
Okay.
And good news is that Claret coming from number 11's head is welled up and he's okay. So
Stitches?
I don't know, but I don't think he'll be playing out the game though, but he is okay.
Which is a concussion test at least.
He might have to. He might be out for a week or so.
Okay, here we are, back in the centre of the ground. 2 goals, 2-14 to 14-18, 102. It's getting away from them if they're not careful. The boundary umpires getting it back to the centre of the ground. This field umpire now is, he's jogging. Look, that's encouraging, isn't it? And back into the centre of the ground now, getting ready to throw it up and get this game underway again. We're looking forward to it. Up it goes. Ruckman won it. That was Eaglehawk, by the way, Ruckman, in case you were wondering. Picked up now, defence for Broadford, kicked out towards the outer wing. That's the eastern side of the ground, but can they get it? No, they can't. It's gone over the boundary line. We get another throw in. There are plenty of them today.
Free kick given now.
Oh, free kick. Yes, well, that's amazing. So Broadford have got it, mate, and they're on the centre wing. And that's a nice kick, and it's a mark, Matt.
Forward flank now. Chance to go inside the 50. We can officially have a forward. There it is, David. They're inside the 50.
Yes, they are inside the 50. Couldn't mark it though. The defence came away. They're pretty strong, aren't they? There's good running. They didn't pick it up though. He pushed it long in front of him. But that's a lovely pick up by Broadford. And that's a bit of dancing practice there. Worked by number 40 there for Broadford. Kicked it into the forward pocket. Is that a mark? Yes, it is. He's got it. Right in front of the scoreboard. He's about 50 metres from goal. They want a very tight angle. What will he do? He's taking his time. He doesn't quite know what to do. Bit of a false start there. Now he comes up and has another go that's going to make it into the pack and push towards the front of it. Oh, picked up off the ground, but he couldn't make that distance because it was covered by the defence. And that's a kick over the shoulder and it's out of bounds on the full. And that's Broadford losing possession of the footy.
We went from a possible goal to a possible point to a confirmed out on the full.
Yes, that's the way it goes. And that's a kick across goal, and that's a nice kick. When they kick across goal, they actually find the target. So we've got it left footer that's into the back pocket. They haven't got 1 inch. That went on the ground, it wasn't a mark. And that's another kick into the half-back flank. They've still got the footy, and that's the good running. It's good running. And that's up towards the centre wing. Is that a mark? Yes, it is. He's got it on the centre wing. The Eaglehawkers have still got it. He's taking his time. They've got a bit of poise, these fellas. And oh, that's a terrible kick. It's gone along the ground. It's a carpet snake kick, and it's gone onto the deck. And they can't. Broadford have got it in their hands, but it's good tackling. 2 tackles by the Eaglehawk team.
And a chance now, the boundary throw in on the far side here. Pretty neutral. No, sorry, it's a ball up there. Tap back down. Won by Eaglehawk. Is it ever not? And then handballed out here by the Kangaroos, but they can't get clean possession. I will say though, they're going in for the ball harder. So the halftime chat's working, but their kicks though are going straight down to the throats of Eaglehawk, and they'll come back now with a chance to go back inside their attacking 50. Here they go, the long kick over the top there, can't be marked, hits the ground, running Hawks, Eagles there in towards the pocket area, can't be controlled, but they keep it moving forward. Kick off the ground, makes an opportunity if they can pick it up, holding the man's let go there by the umpire. Quick chance for kick over the shoulder, there's the kick, but it's gone waywardly wide. And in through for a minor score there too, so bit of pressure.
It's a goal.
It's a goal, is it?
Yeah.
Wow, well, there you go.
They're celebrating. I reckon it's number 10, Mullen, is it?
Yeah, Houdini did that one. It vanished outside the point post and reappeared inside the goal post. So well done to him. So Eaglehawk pick up their second for the quarter now and begin on their wonderful way there, 108 to 14.
Is this the man with the head cap?
Nope, that's number 29.
No, here, number 11.
It is, there he is. Otherwise he'd be wearing that bandage under false impersonations, David.
Yes.
So look at him, it looks like he's had a broken jaw. But he's going to go back out there. That is a pretty brave man. Well done.
Well, I'm not sure that's the right thing to do, by the way. But who knows? They've no doubt got 4 or 5 medicos on the bench. That's what you've got to have in the AFL, isn't it?
The ball's been recovered from the swimming pool, I think, David. So they're being brought back by Uber.
Oh, the swimming pool open, is it?
It is. It is now. Here it goes. Field umpire has the ball. He'll walk into what is a literal quagmire, a swamp underneath his feet.
15-18, 108, 2-2-14. Back in the centre, man.
Up it goes there. One there by, you guessed it, Eaglehawk. Quick kick in the air though. They can't get it away cleanly, but they keep possession, punching it forward inside the 50.
Oh, well done.
Again, possession ricochets around. And the moment that the Kangaroos get the ball, they get hit with what we call an aggressive cuddle. Kath?
Did the right thing there. You can't get up on the ball by standing up.
Aggressive cuddling. Up it goes now. Tap forward there. Running player steps around. Oh, that was done like dancing and kicks over his shoulder. And number 22 has just put icing on top of the icing. And that was a glorious goal, David. Who there is 22? The brilliant player there.
It was
No, it's 32.
32, was it?
32.
Oh, wow, that was...
Whoa, is that?
He did that with a shuffle and a side dance. It's a bit to the left, a bit to the right.
Very reminiscent of myself at the Heidelberg Town Hall in younger years.
Yeah, it would have been even better if there actually was music playing at the time, David.
Well,
but that's okay.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Back in the centre of the ground, then that's 16-18, 114 to 2 goals, 2-14. And the umpire is getting used to throwing the ball up after a goal. And there's the ruckman taking possession that time. He's kicked it about 400 metres in the air. It's gone into the forward pocket.
Oh.
And can they mark it? No, they can't. Hard to mark those skyscrapers on the ground. They're jumping on each other. It's wrestling at its best there.
Well done,
Ringside with the
number
wrestlers
7
out the back of the pack. Picked up left footed, couldn't get his foot to it. It's on the ground again. This is just rude wrestling, really. The umpire's got to come in and throw it up.
It's a point here that when the ball goes into the Broadford player's hands, they're immediately tackled. They're not returning this favour back to Eaglehawk. Too much freedom still given. Let's see if they can hold on that pressure level. Tap, one then again by the ruckman from Eaglehawk. Picked up by a smaller man from Broadford. Kicked over his shoulder, but straight down, ill-directed and straight down into a player from the back line, but standing just outside the 50 here for the Hawks. Kick inside the 50, it's high, it's looping. They jump, can't be held. Out the back, fortuitousness. And no one can control it. Comes back around. They step around here, Eaglehawk. Handball's over the top. That's messy. Punched away again and punched through for a minor score. So finally, a wise head prevails. And again, a minor score. The lead now, 101. Kick out those straight to the opposition.
And note that's the original fullback did that again, mate.
Yep. So
His kicking is ordinary.
he might be looking at some time in the forward line.
Well, they replaced him with a kicker in, a designated kicker for most of the previous quarter, and that was a bad mistake. That's a scoring opportunity. He's got the ball only about 40 metres from goal. A bit of a tight angle, but totally kickable, I reckon. And he comes, looks confident, kicked it high in the air. The umpire says that's 1 point only because we saw the shadow on the post.
So the full-back now will have a second chance. Change your full-back. Change your kick out. Same one?
The original fullback.
Oh, the original. I like your old stuff, not your new stuff. Here it comes. There's the kick out. Ran his full measure. Goes right down to the wing. One-on-one, but no one can mark that one. Hits the ground. Plenty of kangaroos over it. Backwards and tackled. Steps around it. A little bit of candy. Going over the top now towards their forward flank. 3-on-1 in favour of Eaglehawk. Shepherding there, and he picked it. Shepherding for Broadford there, and he saw how the player stepped in front and knocked out that chance. Younger 30, sorry, 37, kicks over inside the attacking 50. Tall men jump. Oh!
What a leap!
It was vertical and sideways and upside down, but he didn't hold the mark, and now the Hawks come running out like steam trains through the middle, down towards the corridor, right in the middle there, but bang, stopped in the 50-metre arc, and now they reprieve again. Coming out wide now for the Broadford boys. Stray, kicked well, pushed while he was kicking it, but he can find a target. Now they're getting to a limit of confidence. Thomas now kicks over the top, looking for a target, 2-on-1, poor choice, and it goes to the boundary line. I'm going to find out who took that attempted mark there, David, because I think he might have, split infinity and gone to a new dimension. That was amazing.
It's lucky he didn't break his back.
Another shades of Jason Dunstall.
Oh yes, with hair. That was amazing.
Well, here it is, boundary throw in. And goodness, that guy would be getting tired hitting it out of the ruck, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful play, good running, and a good bump there by Broadford. I liked it. It was handiwork. And it did well. Number 6, what's he done? Davis, out of bounds. Oh, Davis doesn't like that, and neither he should. I thought it was touch and go. Nevertheless, the boundary umpire's got it right in front of us. So can you see them breathing, Matt?
I can. Up it goes. Tap out the back. That was lofty. Quickly knocked down there by more players, kicked off the ground by Broadford. It goes out towards the running Eaglehawk player. He's got more time than he can spare.
Oh, good play.
And the kick is done with poise and accuracy and finds a target 40 metres out directly in front.
It's good work, isn't it? It makes it worthwhile when you're playing at a team like that. And the guy, he marked it out in front of him beautifully. That's a
short pass again.
Look at that. No, beautiful work. Took his time, looked around, saw an option, and now we've improved the distance to goal, but not necessarily the angle. Bit of an angle. What is that? A 46-degree angle, mate?
Probably right there, David. Your arithmetic and your trigonometry is terrific.
So he's about 32 metres from goal, and the slight angle coming in to kick it now. Can he do anything with it? That's a high kick. It's a high kick, and the goal umpire says, "I like it, but it's only 1 point."
So your trigonometry was better than his.
Trigonometry.
He played for Fitzroy.
Did he? Great trigonometry.
He Greek player.
Yeah. Okay. So what's happened? Has anything happened in this game?
They're retrieving the ball from Pythagoras' theorem, and now they're going to come back in from the full back here, David.
Yes, the fullback's got it. And it's a different fullback, you see. White shoes this time.
Ah.
This is the bloke that can kick it a fair distance, and look, he took up to 10 or 15 metre extra run. That's good work. Kicked it out towards the centre wing. It's a long, long way from the goals now. But it's on the ground again. Can they pick it up? The umpire says, what did he say? Nothing. I thought he blew the whistle. The other players thought he did too. That's not a mark. It didn't go far enough. Kicked towards the boundary line, pushed out in front of him, left footer, up high up in the air. It's going to be a mark. Broadford have got it. Back pocket. Eastern side of the ground, southern end.
The cat, if you haven't heard there, gives a slight moan of discontent. She's finding it frustrating, but as now the boys from Broadford get the ball, they kick it into the man on the mark almost, try to handball it away. Geez, they're slow on movement. That's glacial. And finally now, the Eaglehawk boys step in, bit of pressure, move it by hand. And there's a few boys standing there who are just pedestrians watching this one as the ball comes floating out towards the full forward, and it pops straight into his chest after he leaps.
Good forward play there, being in front, running into the space, letting the guy kick it out in front of him.
And he jumped just enough in the air to make it harder to reach around him. So
that's a player we don't have on the list, but I'm sure he's I'm sure he's registered. You know,
it probably is.
What's that? 32 metres, man.
It should line up for this one. This should not be a problem. But we'll see how he goes here. Leads backwards, goes a little off the boot to the right.
Goodness gracious,
makes a fool of me, David, because that's a goal. Yes. Wow.
And it's 20...
17, 21, 123.
22.
To 2 goals, 2 14.
What is that? Who is that guy, mate? You know?
44, Thompson.
49, B. Thompson. It's all been sorted out by our chronologist.
David, the rule
That's
of
44, is it?
The rule of law, David, if you don't know who it is, it's probably Thompson. Okay, there's 3 on the Broadford team and there's 37 on the Eaglehawk team.
And I want to compliment the catering for these people here today.
They did a stellar job down here. Why don't we come back here more often, I say?
That's a week's food at my place.
That's 15 minutes for me.
Okay, back in the centre. Philip boy chucks it up, and as Nisha's telling you, but the winner was the Eaglehawk ruckman. Ball on the ground, picked up now. Can he get it? No, he can't. He's pushed it out in front of him. That's an intelligent thing to do. Keep it in front of you. Eyes on the footy. There it goes now. There's the man waiting for it. Left footer by the Hawkers up into the half forward flank. Good defensive work, man in front. Punch it to the ground. Good work, Broadford. On the ground now. The wrestle ensues. The umpire comes in. No, he hasn't come in. He's gone to the deck. The umpire's coming in now to say, I'm going to have that one.
15 minutes gone in the quarter here, and fatigue's becoming a wayward heavy weight upon most of these Broadford players. Up it goes, knocked outside the 50, chance to run it out for Broadford. If they can find a target, 1-on-1, here's a chance here. Kept in front of it there by the Eaglehawk player, and he keeps running it forward. That's smart football. Keeps moving it in the direction he wants to. It ricochets out. Someone else takes the mantle, and they slowly push it forward. Finally, with a massive group huddle, and then the cuddle is over. We'll have a ball up on their forward flank area. This again helps reduce the pressure and stress, and gives the chance for the players to be creative. The umpire has it. Forward flank. He steps backwards. Here's a chance for the Eaglehawk player to get his 900th tap. There it goes, in favour. Forward there to them, so they pick it up on the run, they overrun it and towards the boundary line, and it'll be a boundary throw-in. David, this Eaglehawk ruckman, stat-wise, I'd be interested to see if he's actually cracks 100.
There's 2 of them, and they're both absolutely murdered them, haven't they, in the ruck? But you're right about the 100, to be worth knowing, wouldn't it?
Yep.
The ball gone onto the ground that time and kicked up towards the half-forward flank and towards the boundary line, and it's out of bounds again.
This is a chance now, a little bit like rugby. If Broadford can keep moving the ball forward, 15, 20 metres with each contested play, they'll move inside their 50 and create an opportunity. So far, they've had a goal every quarter. They've yet to get one in this third. And it comes, spinning back there, a wing probably, that was neutral. Oh,
yeah,
one
right.
there, Broadford. Kicks over the top, over the shoulder. Mark can't be found. And they'll have a ball in 10 metres from where they were, moving the direction they want to.
If it's a legal dispute about that decision, I'd send them down to Peter Burke, legal.
He's the best legal mind, a legal eagle, I would say, David.
Legal eagle.
Yes.
That's excellent.
Over the back now, picked up at the front, handballed off. Now chance to go inside the 50, step around, kick. It's a pass, it can't be held. Out the back, the small men run over it. And of course, the defence there, stoic in their attempts there, try and get the ball back out. They do to the wing. Numbers favour the Kangaroos if they can pick it up. They do. Now there's a run forward. Inside the 50, target, can't get over the top. And it's a boundary throw-in. 55 metres out. We're slowly moving towards the Broadford goal, but I'm worried. One moment of lapse concentration, and the Hawks will run it from end to end, coast to coast, without a touch. So Broadford need to have his pinned, punch forward there, picked up by a running player, inside the 50. Here's a chance, out the back, full back comes out, can't hold it, hits the ground, tackled hard, too high.
Yes.
And that's what they get. They're a good defensive outfit, the Hawks, and they'll have the ball now to come out of that defensive area, David.
That was a clever free kick, that's right. And now they've got it centre half back, kicked it towards the centre wing. And a good bit of work here by the Broadford fellas. They didn't get the footy, but they contested well. Here's a man with the head cut open, got the footy, kicked it up now into the half forward flank. And it's not being handled that well by the Broadford lad. In fact, it's nearly holding the ball, I reckon. But the umpire says, no, I'm not going to pay that one.
He didn't really want it. He just wanted to hatch over it and make sure that...
And he just pushing it under him, mate. That's true. Didn't make any attempt to get it out. Oh, look, he might have lost the throw in that time. What? Oh, wasn't the ruckman wasn't there. That's the reason for it. And it's gone to the deck again with a good tackle. The umpire comes in to chuck it up again.
Right on the 50-metre arc here for Eaglehawk. Chance for them to go forward. Up goes the throw. In comes the real ruckman. He does the job successfully. Smaller men trying to get the ball away. Dropping the ball.
Ooh, how do you like that one?
Here's a chance now for number 20 to go forward inside the attacking 50.
Thompson, by the way.
Oh my goodness, who are the guests? He kicks over the top. Interception cut across there.
Bendigo big save of the day.
Yeah, that's number 19 there, David, for Broadford. He was a good effort there.
That's the street.
Always dangerous to run across a leading full forward, especially one that has a plugger-like look about him. You don't want to get cleaned up, but that was brave.
Was.
Now the ball will come back in on this boundary line, inside the 50 for Eaglehawk. Tap backwards, great tap. Could go in favour of Broadford if they can get possession. They can't. The umpire says no one had much of an opportunity, so I'll ball it up 48 metres out from the Eaglehawk goal. There's a little bit of a wrestle going on here.
Yeah, it's a high class wrestling now.
Mutual affection, punch away there. No one got that one. Holding the there we go. That ruckman is utterly dominating.
Well, there he goes.
Gets the free kick.
That's he. That's the alternate ruckman.
If anything, he deserves to have a shot at goal here because he's absolutely dominated that rough space.
And he's wiping the ball on the jumper. It looks like he's done it before.
Is he doing the Cameron squeeze where he tries to change the shape from oval to round?
Trying to get the dew off it, I think. And it's taking his time, bending down. I wouldn't be able to get over after doing that. But here he goes now, only about 48, 47 metres. That's a left footer. It's a high kick. It's going to be 1 point only. And it's through for that score. That is 1 point. That's
disappointing. It was a good effort there. He has his hands on his hips. He's just tamed by himself. But now he's had a chance to defend it again.
17-22, 124 to 22-14 on OKR radio, 98.3 and 97.1.
Kick out, perfectly targeted. Not held, bounced straight back out like a ricochet. Chance for Eaglehawk to get it, they do.
Yeah,
kick over the shoulder, and it's thank you very much.
That's a goal.
And that shows you, all you need to do is make one mistake against this team and it costs you the maximum amount. So a kick out, which was a good kick out, straight to the chest, hit it, bounced straight back out, and the smaller men for Eaglehawk, who were more like sparrows, cleaned it up so quickly and kicked it straight through the goal.
Everything's all white. That's who kicked that one, white.
White?
White.
You all right?
Well, everything's all white.
Okay.
And so was Geelong last night, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Back in the centre. Is Kath still with us?
Yeah.
What do you think, Kath?
I'm disappointed after that effort in the second term.
Well, David's trying. He'll try harder.
What he doesn't know is we know the score of Kilmore and Lather, don't we?
That's right.
Do we? I want to know that. Why aren't you telling me?
Because we're leaving you out of the loop.
You know what I like about you guys? Nothing.
We're forming a team here.
Yeah, you get shot off quick. Back in the middle now, the umpire says, I haven't done this for a while. Well, yes, I have. Up it goes. Tap back down. Guess who won that? Eaglehawk, running player for the Hawks, kicks it inside the attacking 50. It's a bit wide though, and a great mark held on the far side there. And this is the thing, that to give them an inch, they'll take a mile, and they are absolutely devastating the Roos here with confident skill attempts. And if anything, it's showing the Roos are starting to fatigue with their skills as well. When they get a chance, they cough it up. Now a chance for goal. This could be goal number 19 if they're good enough. Kick, short pass, there's the lead. A lead without an opponent. So, oh my goodness, it's hard to be enthusiastic, but there'll end up be a banana shot at goal here. He'll have to kick it with a little bit of bend. So we'll watch this umpire to see if he does his downward dog or breaks the sun.
Lights are on.
Lights are on now. He kicks right across the face of the goal. The goal umpire says that one's mine to the boundary and says that's a minor score. 18-23, 131 to 22-14. Broadford get the score in this quarter, David. They want to try now.
Well, 2 Eagles on the ground. I know the magpies. Here it comes towards us, right in front of us on the western side of the ground, midfield. Ball's around. He's got him everywhere except around the waist. But the umpire says I can't see it because he's got his back to me, and that's perfectly correct. And so he couldn't pay a free kick there. Up it goes. Bruckman won it again for the Hawkers and pushed out in front with nobody there to get it. And the Broadford lads are coming away with it, I think. Pushed towards the boundary line, over the line, out of bounds. The boundary umpire says, goodness, I don't have to throw it in again, do I? And he is. And he's only a young man, but he's doing okay, I reckon, today. It's about 10 metres in from the boundary line, and that's good work. Good throw in and good ruck work. Oh, guess who won? Number 21. It's for the back for the Hawkers. Long hand pass, pushed out in front. And good running, he did it pretty well. Look at it, poise, he knew what to do. Kicked it left 30-40 metres up into the forward pocket, pushed in the back. Perhaps no, it's not a free kick and it shouldn't have been. Hand passed over to a man almost in the goal square, but he didn't pick it up and he's grabbed, but he didn't have the footy.
Wow. So all things could have pointed towards Eaglehawk stuffing that up themselves, but just when they did stuff it up, they got tackled without the ball. So there's a kick backwards. That's smart, opens up the angle, and now the Hawks will have a shot with something that can be attained because that pocket over there has been difficult to put the bananas through. I think it's an anti-banana pocket, Dave.
Oh, I'll have to have a check on that.
It's called a Tasmanian pocket. We have no bananas.
Well, They don't have bananas in Tasmania, do they?
No, weather's not right.
It's got a lot of potassium in them, you know.
Yeah, it
Anyway, here he goes for the kick at goal. Don't worry about the vegetables Matt's talking about. That's 1 point only, and their accuracy is abysmal today, isn't it?
18, 24, 132. Wouldn't be complaining with a 2-2-14 response there too. So what's that? 122, 118 point lead. And a kick out that goes straight to an opposition, and a kick inwards to a kick to someone in the square, and Eaglehawk have this one lined up on a platter. And they'll line up for another shot at goal here directly in front. You would have to work pretty hard to miss this, and they don't. That's number 2, I think there, David. Evans. Good Evans, he's done it again. And Eaglehawk kick on to their 19th goal and stretch that lead even further. So right now, Broadford Sox will be heavy with fatigue. They'll have hands on hips, and they'll look for each other for some kind of idea of how to go forward. They're in deficit for what we expect. We hoped 1 goal per quarter, and right now they only have 2, one in the first and one in the second.
Does your mother-in-law just know our broadcast?
Yes.
So could you ring her up and ask her to pray for Broadford in the last quarter?
Prayer won't hurt, won't help with this one, my friend.
Okay.
If you want divine intervention, you need a few tablets to come and play, I think. Quick tap back out there, goes straight to a running Eaglehawk player. But here comes Broadford coming through. They've got possession. They've got numbers now. Handball, running play. Who'd have thought? Over the top. Can they get the bounce? They do. There's a Shepherd to help. The kick's up in the air. Oh, the defender slipped. And now, so the attacker slipped. The defender hasn't. He'll go wide. He does. To the fat side of the ground. And another ball has more space than this, but not much. Now they run the Eaglehawk over the top of the handball. That's smart. A handball again, down the middle. They've got the corridor in towards the 50-metre arc, and they go bang, hitting a target on the chest.
If you don't mind, sir.
So coast to coast without contact, and that's what's one thing that's dominating about this team. They can move it accurately without any pressure at all. They are a formidable force.
That was close to murder, that connecting play.
Yep.
It was just outstanding, really. And that's a left footer again, and he's not a bad shot at goal, is he?
Nope.
The umpire says that's a goal, mate.
You can tell when the enthusiasm in the game might be gone, when both teams, neither one is getting upset and the other team is not getting excited when a goal gets scored. So at this point in time, it's rather academic and mathematic, but there's a chance here if Broadford can get the ball down the end that far, that if they can get down and get their 3rd goal of the game, these small wins will make a difference.
That's four goals to O'Shannessy and 4 goals to Donat.
So as it is from the Eaglehawk perspective, the percentage booster they were looking for, they have it at the moment.
Well, yes, but they'll be looking for another 10, I reckon. But back in the centre, Ruckman wins it again for the Eaglehawks, and can they get possession of the foot? He kicked it off the ground, but it didn't work. You've got to put your foot right into it, mate. Kick it as far as you can. Falls on the deck. Good wrestling, cheap little stuff. And 44's got it, brings it out. There's Thompson, B. Thompson. There's a lot of these Thompsons. This bloke is filling his head. Has he got to go off for concussions? No, he's not. Yes, he's got a belt in the head. So up at Dats, ruck contest. Oh, nearly beaten that time. Goodness, that's a first. Gone in towards the half forward flank, picked up nicely. Good running, good running. Left foot turn helps, doesn't it, eh? And he's dodged another one. That's a bad kick though. It's gone towards the boundary line, kept it in. That's good work. And now it's over the line and out of bounds.
Umpires going to bring this one in right on the 50-metre arc here. A chance for Eaglehawk to get inside the 50, or they will be now. At the angle the throw is going to be. Over it goes. The ruckman comes forward. He pushes, but he gets away with it. Quick pick up by the defenders. They go over with a handball, which is dangerous. Right in front of goal. Handball out now. They'll come out the long side looking for number 25. He's got the sit. He doesn't hold it. Hands don't go up either. Missed an opportunity there, and the ball goes out of bounds in front of us. So if they're going to make a run for it, they're going to have to do it pretty quick to get a goal in this quarter. With 20 odd, we'll check that out there, see how far it's gone. The umpire brings it back in, push forward there and a win there by the Broadford ruckman.
Yeah.
A quick chance at a handball, they do. Kick without looking, goes over the top. Numbers favour the Eaglehawk players. Oh, there's a push in the back. That's let go. There's a push in the back. Everyone, let's all have a push in the back. And no one gets the ball out of that one. But the Eaglehawk boys, they dive in, they get under. They're not afraid to. And now they get the ball away on the far side. One-on-one, if they can put pressure on, they can't. Eaglehawk go over to the forward flank. The kick's a little bit too loopy, but he buys himself time, steps around his players. Oh, that was swift. Inside the attacking 50, looking for a mark. Oh, up he went there. It's flying time. Tackle's picked up in front of goal now, and that goes nowhere. And the ball will be balled up 20 metres out, relatively directly in front.
Wasn't even close to a mark, but gee, it was a great leap, and that's a standing start almost over the back of the pack. And Broadford's got it. They bring it around with the defence, and they're right in the teeth of goal. That's a short kick, and he's kicked it right under the chest. 49, Jay Coates. It's only a couple of minutes to go. We're getting near the end of this quarter, and 49 has got it. Coatesy, what's he going to do, Matt?
He's going to line up here. I think distance won't be an issue. He's got an interesting stance there to himself. There's a lot of confidence in it. Does he go to the right? He does. He's worried a little bit about the distance, and that pulls the ball back across his left-hand side. Right across the face there, the smaller men. Over the shoulder. Free kick.
Looked right to me.
So the Eaglehawk small men, they're camping out in front of the packs, in front of the marks, and the ball comes down, they pick it up, and they get tackled late and not with great skill, and now they get a shot at goal.
That's a bad mistake.
Yep.
Only right in front of goal. There's a goal.
Yep.
And
yet again, they're showing that some of the tactics that they know about where to place themselves when there's a kick coming in, they know how to approach the ball, and when they get tackled,
who was that, mate? Wolf?
I'm trying to work out who that might have been.
No.
Mystery player here. But 21-24, 150 to 2 goals to 14. That's a 136-point lead here to the Hawks.
And you're on OKR Radio, 98.3 in Kilmore, 97.1 at Wallen. And you can stream us live from anywhere in the world. Matt's family can do that. okrfm.com.au.
Even prisons and institutions where most of my family resides.
Well,
so thanks very much to the Victorian Government for that.
Even the ones in jail can get out, can't they, on that?
There you can do.
So back in the centre perhaps, and I'm calling it coats, over.
Coats over?
Overcoats.
Ah! Some say you're a wordsmith. I'll call you something else in a minute. But in the middle,
thank you.
The umpire takes this one. He's going to go one more time, I think, for this quarter. Up it goes.
Yep.
They win there to the ruckman from Eaglehawk. Hits the ground, the mud there. Bodies dive in on top, and an urgent attempt to try and handball from the Broadford player. Looked like he was about to bring up lunch and dinner. Yeah. But he couldn't get it away. Another ball up now, just inside the quagmire. Up it goes. The ruckman pushes back. Probably a neutral one, that one, but it's the smaller men for the Eaglehawks. But now it's the Kangaroos who try and get it away. They're met by a blizzard wall there, and now here come the Hawks.
Picked up.
Stepping around outside, handballing back, putting themselves under pressure. Could be too high because he dived, and he gets the free kick. Now there's a chance for them to go forward again. Quickly running around the mark, inside the 50, looking for a lead, can't be held. The defenders still not giving up here for Broadford, trying to lock it in and make sure it goes nowhere. And it doesn't. We'll have a ball up 60 metres out as the weather becomes a little bit more foreboding, David.
Yes, that's true. The rain is gone and the lights are on, so Matt can see. And it's back, hand pass backwards. They've got it again, the Hawkers, high kicking a skyscraper, and the defence put themselves for it. Two players from Broadford fighting for it, but it's gone over the line through for 1 point. And the goal umpire says, give it to me, I'll wave the flag.
Bit better communication there by the defence. They spoiled each other on that one.
And we're ready to just have a break for 3/4 time. It's nearly out the match and going towards the outer side of the ground. Gee, that's a long kick. It's gone about 40-50 metres, about 2 miles in the air. Over the line and out of bounds. There are a bunch of Toyotas.
No chance really left in this quarter for Broadford to score. Chance still though for Eaglehawk if they are good enough. The umpire rescues the ball from the car park. He'll turn around and bring this one back in now.
Yeah,
dying seconds of this one, David, and it comes spinning.
Yep.
The ruckman push off there, probably a win there to Broadford. He finds a target too, that was good. Albert a little bit late for this quarter, hits the ground running, the body still dive on top. This is the hard part of the game when you have to get down and kick off the ground. Can't find the target, goes towards the boundary line. Gets shuffled in that direction. He steps around though, the Eaglehawk player. Now he gets the way to play inside the 50. There's the centering kick. And that sound ruined the chance of a late goal. 21-24, 150 to 2 goals to 14 on the OKR FM scoreboard. A lead of 136 points.
You know what I'd do if I was the Broadford football ground?
David, what would you do if you were the Broadford football ground?
I would go over and see Wallen carpet people.
Yes.
And
carpet that middle?
And centre square.
Yeah, I think you're onto something there.
It's actually not the Wallen carpet company, it's the Wallen, what is it?
Carpet group.
Flick back at the stoppage, keep feeding it back.
Yeah, it's surprising that Broadford hasn't picked up on that and put Campson at the back of that pack, but yeah, away they go in the middle now here, folks, and straight away it goes forward for Broadford, but the defence run out here, and Eaglehawk now will come out of that back flank area over towards the wing and make their way forward, hopefully here, as the sky still look dark and stormy ahead. It's a poor kick, but it runs on for the Eaglehawk player. He handballs to a running player, finds him there, near the 15-metre arc, looking for a short pass, hit the mud, and the full forward went down like a bag of spuds, red off the ground, and Eaglehawk have their goal 29 seconds into the last quarter. This seems to be the plan, and it works every time, David.
That's 4 quarters, 4 times.
4 times. A goal inside 30 seconds.
It helps, doesn't it?
It doesn't not help. So another quick goal there too, and the coach, Kath, for Eaglehawk, asking for 10 goals, is now only asking for 9. Yeah, so it's a positive start.
Very misty rain down there.
Yeah, it's almost...
Misty, is it?
Yes. 22, 25...
That's Johnny Mathis hit song. Did you know that?
I now do, and I'm a wiser man for it. Thanks, Dave.
Mark it down. There it goes. Kick into the forward line again. That's a high one in the air, and as Kath said, misty rain. It's going to make it harder to pick up the ball or take a mark. That's a good piece of flicking work by the Hawks, and that's a kick in towards the forward line now. Bounce over the back. Can they get all of it? No, they can't. The defence is running and taking their and making a maximum effort to keep it out of that goal. And they've assembled pretty well, and it's going to be a throw up by the umpire.
New Broadford challenge now. Keep the score under 200, though.
Yes, that is a challenge, and it's only a few metres from goal, about 20 metres, I suppose. And that's a good ruck contest this time. And left-handed hand pass kicked off the boot, left foot, it's gone across the face of goal, I reckon. Surely it's not a goal, is it? Oh, get rid of this goal umpire.
He heard about the challenge. He's gone, no way, Jose. They're getting the 200.
Well, I felt sure that was a point.
I was sure that was a point too.
You know, you can't win them all, can you? And when I was umpiring, I used to say, read the paper tonight, you'll find out whether it was a goal or not. Well, that's the case here.
There you go, 23-25, 163 to the Eaglehawk Dominators, and to 2 goals to 14. Broadford get to scull the scorers in this second half of the game. They'll look to try and get on the scoreboard again. It'd be nice to see if they could. Back in the middle.
Can they get the football? That's a big start, wouldn't it?
Yep.
But picked up off the ground, that's a dead set throw, but fair enough in the conditions, I reckon. It's another one, hand pass, got rid of it. That's the hook that I'm talking about, out the back of the pack. That's Evans, got it away. And that's a nice piece of work. Get the left footer right into the forward line.
Oh, that was a fair bump to me.
It's gone to the ground, and I reckon that's a charity kick.
And number 20's just finished his training at APRA, Academy Award-winning services. So he's now got the ball back. He steps around his opponent, kicks out, 2-on-2. They kind of look at each other. Who's taking this? And number 9 gets it here for Broadford. He runs it with a running player down the line now. 1-on-3. Not a good choice. Great mark by number 18. Handling. That was a brilliant take. He handballs off quickly. They take their time now. Shaughnessy over the top now.
Number 8, sorry. That's 13 has kicked it. That's Neves. Picked up in the back pocket now.
They don't panic, do they? And they're mucking around the back line here there too. They've got all day and all the score up their sleeves, so they take their time, come out of that defence, step around with a bit of candy, coming out now towards the wing, finding a target without any kind of pressure on him. Goes back and waits for the cavalry to come down the ground. The kick those a shocker, and wound burns, can't get picked up in the air, but gets picked off the ground. Kick back outside that attacking centre half forward position. Oh, he's juggling the ball around there. He's finally got it forward inside the attacking 50. Looks for the mark.
Oh, it's got
Is it paid? It's paid.
He's got it.
I'm feeling like this 200 mark is not impossible, David.
No, it's a kickable goal, I think. They kicked the ball a long way, a lot of their forwards, haven't they? So he's taking his time and intent on putting us through for a major, and gone back a long way as they do these days in this class of footy anyway. So he's able to cover the footy, he's holding it in the appropriate fashion and proper rules, kicking. Here he comes, left footer. That's a nice looking kick, it's a long way, but it's not going to be a goal, it's offline. Through for 1 point only, and that's a miss. It's 49 scoring shots, man.
164 to 14 is a 150 point lead to the Hawks here on the OKRFM scoreboard. And now the full back now will kick it out. With a bit of gusto, can't find his target well, hits the ground. dives on top of it, body's on top of him, comes back outwards. It's going to dribble along the boundary line, and they'll have a ball in now, back flank here for the Roos. A slight reprieve with, I think, 8.5 minutes gone in this quarter.
No, 5.
That's at 5, is it? Thank you there for that. The eyesight's going with the, everything else that I've got going for me. And they'll look to bring the ball back in. There's a chance now. Rucks go forward, taps sideways, finds a target, but it's Broadford to get it out.
That's a good kick.
And they go forward. It goes long, can't be held with a mark, but it's always Eaglehawk who are first to it. And this time they push it forward, dribble it over the line, and go right forward flank. Yep, there's a chance now if they can get forward here. Maybe a bit of fatigue, maybe a little bit of lost in the mist, who knows.
And the boundary umpire's finally arrived, and he's got it, he's going to throw it in. It's a bit half-back flank, I guess, on the eastern side of the ground. There it goes. Good throw, and the ruck contest, and my feeling is the Hawkers won it. There's a hand pass out the back. Can the Broadford pick it up? Yes, they can, and that's a nice looking kick. It's got under the hands of Stray. Stray has got it almost in the centre of the ground, in the centre square perhaps. What's he going to do? He's given it a fair belt. It's gone all the way towards the goal, and it's touched through for 1 point. But not a bad looking effort by Stray.
No one behind the pack there, which is a poor choice. Full back has the ball for Eaglehawk, saying, "What's this? Never seen this before." And now he'll bring it out. Quick short kick in front, containing the corridor, which was smart. Now we'll go across again, looking for a target, running wide.
Big number of left footers, man, haven't
I think they're all left footers in Eaglehawk, David. I think it's the correct way people should be. There's another great left-handed kick. Left foot kick there over top fighting. So far, all the lefties have kicked and hit their targets, David. And
Yes.
running for themselves down
running.
the middle, through the quagmire. The kick short though, that was his right, he was right-footed.
Clean
And then
ball.
again, they go second efforts over the top of here. Even when they miss it, they still keep moving it. And this has been an excellent effort from end to end to get it.
Well, that was Evans did the hard work to get it out, but that was a gimme. That should have been a goal.
165 to 14 on the OKRFM scoreboard without slowly leading the French boys.
Yes.
A 151 point lead as the full back here. Kicks the ball out, it gets drawn back inside the 50. And now there's a mark here for number 1, I think it is, to line up for a shot for the Hawks.
Well, if it's number 1, we don't know who it is, but
It's number 2, David.
it's number 2. Well, he's a star footballer, Evans.
Evans. Here he goes, there's the kick. He shanked it to the left.
Okay.
No one could hold that one. And the only winner, out of bounds in the full, will be the Broadford full back. He'll get the ball again. And he'll be leading stats of the club on this one.
I reckon he was kicking it to somebody in the netball court over there. But the fullback's got it now. Yes, I suppose he's the fullback, but he's kicked it out from out of bounds field. And out the back, put his head down. That can't be a free kick. Umpire says, I'll take it and throw it up on the centre wing.
At last someone can look behind the back.
Yes, they know it will slip through. There's a worst throw I've seen in ages. And my son was ill on the weekend. Over away it goes through his feet, can't control that one. Handball's away, got a chance to go forward, but they can't control the ball, the Kangaroos. And it hits the ground, a lot of wrestling going on. It's an aggressive Valentine's Day kind of experience. And no one's going to get a ball out of that one. We'll have a ball up 50 metres out, directly or on an angle here, in favour of the Hawks. Tap over the top to one player against 2 in favour of the Kangaroos. They can't keep possession. Hawks are just ferocious for the ball. They hear their coach's voice in the back of their heads. I want 10 goals, David.
Yes, that's probably going through them. And by the way, I don't doubt that they're all totally committed to doing that. There's the boundary throwing, a good eye throw, ruck to win. Oh, goodness gracious, he's knocked up, hasn't he? His hand will be unable to be touched tonight, I reckon, it'll be that sore. It's on the ground again, wrestling, and no free kick. The umpire says, I'll throw it up. What's his throw up, Matt? Because it's not dead straight most of the time now.
He's getting tired, the umpire.
Yeah.
It's going about 3 feet above him and on a bit of a bad angle.
Oh, it's a free kick,
That's
yeah.
a free kick now. There you go. I missed that
I
one.
didn't
So
realise
number
that.
20 there, over the shoulder there. So he'll have a line up for a shot here, David. He'll help. 28. He'll reduce the deficit for the 10 goal requirement.
That's a Thompson, if you don't mind.
Oh, how many of them are there? Here we go. There's the kick. It's upward. Oh, that's glorious. Look at that.
No,
No?
touch it.
Hit the woodwork. Yep, there. Hit the post. The first lumberjack of the day there. 23-28. 166 to 214. That should be 2215, I thought. They've got a quantity there. And tap back forward now. Chance for the Kangaroos that get the ball out there too, but even when they get there first, Eaglehawk just dives in ferociously.
You notice that when Eaglehawk have to man up, they're looking around, they're aware of what's going on around them. Broadford aren't doing the same.
There it goes, tap forward there. No one can get control of that one. Hits the ground again, bounces out the back. Eaglehawk stepping around, handballing out, finding options out wide. Now they'll kick the centre of the ball here. There's a chance for a big mark. Yeah, it's at the back. Is it held? It is.
What about it, mate?
That's a little bit of...
There he is.
Number 5, is that? Number 9.
It's O'Shaughnessy, the Italian.
The Icelandic guy. He's amazing.
He is.
He's amazing.
That's a very nice mark, wasn't it?
He learned to kick in Mexico City, though.
Worth coming to the footy format to see a mark like that.
It is. He's a talented player. Here he comes. Can he keep it straight? He kicks. The umpire says, I'm not moving. There's no need to. O'Shaughnessy, there's your 37th goal for the day. Well done. 24-28, 172 to 2 goals, 2-14. We're looking for a relaxing 28 points here to reach the 200 mark. And right now, Broadford is the opposite of energy. So it's a tough gig, this one. Hopefully they can muster something for the end of the game. 11.5 minutes gone in the quarter. And we're back in the middle. The umpire positions himself. He returns to his swampy conditions in the middle there too. Up it goes. The rucks jump. A win to the ruckman for Eaglehawk. Plucks it out of the air. Handball to a running player. He goes inside the 50 with a sharp pass. Can't be held. Pops out the back. Where are the opportunists? Oh, yes. There they are.
Kicked it off the ground.
Kicked off the ground, and that goal took 9 seconds. So.
And what a piece of work out of the centre of the ground. He knew he didn't have a contest, so the ruckman just took it and handballed it to a running play.
So very good. That 200 deficit is a 200 point target is looking most achievable here with 25-28, 178 to 2 goals, 2-14. So that's only 22 points required to make the magic 200, David.
Yes, that's quite on the cards. How many minutes has that gone? 12 by the look of it?
Yep.
Well, 11:59. That's it. Thanks, mate. And the chronologist has told us back in the centre of the ground. The same incident as the previous one. Exactly the same. Took it out of the ruck and hand passed it and kicked it into the goal square. Oh. There's a mark on the chest. Kicked it after a run on. That's a goal, and it's a parade now.
The only difference was that was 8 seconds, David.
Yep.
So I'm feeling slightly ripped off here because they've already stolen 41 seconds from my expected goal spin around, but they are doing extraordinary work.
That's two transactions in a row exactly the same.
Yeah. So this is a case of learning from mistakes. We're not seeing that here by Broadford. I actually don't know why they've got a play up forward.
First thing is to do is to stand on the other side of the pack, mate.
Well, the thing is, I don't think Broadford need a player forward of the pack. They need all their players behind so that they can actually pick up this attacking ruckman.
At least 1 or 2 at the ruck throwings where this guy's killing him.
Yep.
There it again.
Over the top again, they move the ball out of the middle, handball it quickly, stepping around, backing themselves now, full of confidence, kick forward, bang, hits the target again for the Hawks. This time, I'll bet it's 45 metres out.
It's Mullen.
Mullen there, probably not confident with the distance because he was looking to handball it off, but there's a short pass now, bang, finds a target, probably 15 metres closer there. That's number 9, is it?
6.
Number 6. They're too tired at this point in time. That's number 6 there, David, lining up for a shot
6,
there.
Davis,
simply trying to get probably goal number 12. So he's going to try and pop this one through. It's on a pretty tough angle. We'll see how, it's a good angle for us though. We'll see how it flies. There's the kick, it's a left footer. And it's gone across the face, which is what left footers are good at doing.
Well,
there we go.
What to do if you're Broadford, eh, man?
Well, 185, sorry. They need 15 points here, Eaglehawk, and Broadford did score. Out we go, full back, kicks it far along, right up the corridor, right up the middle. And no one can control it, hits the ground, bodies dive on top, and it will get a contest for a ball up, pretty much back in the middle of the ground.
Yes, and it's no good looking at the scoreboard for Broadford. They've got to do it a play at a time. You can't recover all that's happened earlier in the game. Here it goes, throw up, the ruckman wins it again for the Hawkers, but on the ground, can they push it out in front of them? The Broadford lads are trying hard. That's a free kick, surely holding the man, but the umpire said, I didn't see that one. That's a free kick, holding the man. He didn't see that one either, but it would have disadvantaged the team to pay the free. It's kicked into the forward pocket now. You can hit right into the teeth of goal, cross the centre of the kick-off zone, and they've now got it with the left footer, and bingo.
Party trick time. Ball goes to the forward pocket, handballed on an angle to a better position, handballed again to the front of the goals, no pressure, kick over the shoulder, goal.
Just diabolical.
So this is where what we haven't seen for the better part of 7 minutes is actually a clean possession by Broadford. We've seen the fullback kick the ball out, but that's not gone to a tenable target. And now that they need to try and get possession. The bodies are pretty slumped, energies are down. What's up there too? What's that there too? What have we got? I'm just looking here as the clock gets ticked. Quick kick out by Broadford, going forward, but no one to stop the defender from intercepting. He does. And away they go. Eaglehawk towards the middle of the ground, can't hold the mark. There's always a player there to pick it up, and they do. Running past 1-2s, kicking forward inside the 50. There's a target. Didn't hold it, he does hold it. So he's just outside the 50 for a kick here. There's a short pass yet again. Loose man. No one on him. Quick over the shoulder. And that looks good to me. And that makes the score 197 to 14.
Is that 7 for the quarter?
Yep.
7
goals for the quarter. They are 3 points short of the 200 magic mark, and they need 3 more goals
9 minutes.
With 9 minutes to go. That's a goal for every 3 minutes, but by my math, at 29 seconds, that's 37 goals. That's possible. So we'll hold back on hoping that doesn't happen. But what we can hope for is if Broadford can fight the fight and get themselves back into their attacking 50.
No, 20. Oh, he was down here.
So back in the middle it goes. Up, and they jump. Win there, but this time better read by Broadford. Handballs out, handballs to a running player, steps around there, tackle without the ball. Umpire, thank you, calls that one. Here's a chance for the Roos to go forward now. Now they need to find a target inside the 50. Any leads? He's thinking of going wide. He's not now, he's going in semi-wide, looking for a target. Finds it, goes through the fingers though. He's tackled without it. They've kept on going, they put it down on the ground. Chance now for the Kangaroos to go forward, just outside their attacking 50. The ball's on the boundary line. The ruckman for Eaglehawk is unchallenged. Number 8 steps back to help out. He's greatly outmatched in height. He'll look to come forward and use his body. Jumps up, win there for Eaglehawk, and away they go out of it again, David.
There it is, kicked up to the half forward flank, mark on the chest. That's a beautiful kick, hand pass, running. That's Shanasy's kicked it to nobody in particular. Although there is a man at the back there, overrun it. And the defence overrun it as well. Hand pass to a man right in front of goal, and that's another goal to them. Goodness, this is, what do you call this, a procession?
203, they've hit the magic 200 mark. 2 goals is what the coach asked from them. And 10 goals, but 2 more is all they're asking for. So at this point in time, they're going to reach their quota. What I'm hoping for is Broadford to keep plugging forward and see if they can drive inside the 50 again.
Well, they've run out of everything just about by the look of it, and needs a special mental effort now to make an effort to get a goal or get a score at least. Back in the centre of the ground. It's getting towards the end of the game, I suppose, but there's no reason not to give it its best shot. And these are ruckman wins again for Eaglehawk, and it's a hand pass, right to nobody in particular, holding the man. That's a free kick, and Broadford have got it. They're right in the centre of the ground, right in the muddy. And that's a short kick, and it's right on the chest.
Good lead.
That's nothing.
He's trying to milk a 50 there. It almost worked. Quickly run off the mark there, David. Kick inside the 50, looking for a target. Bounces back out, not held, but away go the Eaglehawk boys again. They move it quickly by hand, stripping out of that middle corridor. They've got boys lined up all over the place. Now they go out wide towards the wing. There's plenty of space and 1 loose player, but too much on it, and it goes over the boundary line.
That was a waste because it was good running out of the back line, wasn't it? Top class running
They
there.
run it out of there like the Mighty Ducks.
The Mighty Ducks. There you go.
So we're right in front of the Toyota over there, and the boundary umpire's got it. It's going to throw it in. There it goes. Ruck is in front. Punched out the back of the pack. Good tackle, gone to the ground. The umpire says, I'll throw it up. So eastern side of the ground, almost on the centre wing, waiting for that throw up. There it goes. Guess who won that one? It was the Eaglehawk, and the runners are bound. There's a hand pass, another one that's nearly holding the man out the front of the pack. That's holding the ball almost. Not, he got it away. That was all right. Punched it. It's in the hands of Eaglehawk again. Picked it up out of the hands of a Broadford player. And where is it?
marked far side forward pocket, lining up for the full forward here to have a shot. Good test of his distance and his angle. He's going to take all the time in the world. He has got all the time in the world. So he'll adjust his socks in the process. So we're looking here at 22.14 to 29.29, 203.
Well, it's only a short distance really. It's not that bad. They'll keep the distance all right, but that's a point. 1 point, and you can see the shadow on the post, and a couple of birds circling behind the ground there, but they won't be involved in this next passage of play. The fullback's going to get it soon, and we'll be waiting for a restart of play.
190 point lead here to the Hawks. For their own percentage benefit, they'd love to crack the 200 point deficit, is in the difference. Enough time on the clock to do so, it'll be a challenge. Ball gets brought back to the fullback, albeit via a
Too tired to grab it.
American football pass. This is good enough time for everyone to man up. And at the moment, we're seeing fairly lacklustre leaders being made as options. His back is to Morgan anyway. Here now, there he is, short pass there, right out wide, finding someone at the back pocket area, just inside the attacking 50.
That's L. Thompson.
Yep, for the Hawks. He takes his time now. He'll go back in front of goal. That's given up probably 6 metres backwards and 15 across. Fullback runs his measure across the face of goal, looking for a target. Can't find one near the boundary. It gets a contest and gets dribbled over. So 70 metres out on the far side, the ball will be brought back in for the boundary.
Yes, half-back flank perhaps, or half-forward flank, depending on who you break for. And the boundary umpire's got it ready to chuck it back into play. The racks are getting set. Here it comes, high in the air. Good throw, perhaps a bit short. Gone to the front of the pack. Eaglehawk's got it, kicked it in towards the forward pocket.
Not going in on that one, to the boundary.
Right near the scoreboard. The scoreboard's bright, isn't it?
It is indeed. The boundary umpire will have that one. He'll put it back in a second. Just inside the attacking 50 for Eaglehawk, 204 to 14. At the back it goes. Probably one there by Broadford. Chance of running players, they've got them. Now they go forward. Inside the attacking, or halfway mark really. They've got the second chance though. Handball away. They break the tackle. Now they can go inside if they're good enough. There's a loose man there. He picks it up well. Steps around the tackle, but then gets brought down from behind. And holding the ball there. That quintessentially wraps up what Eaglehawk do. They're in front by 190 points and they're still fighting for the ball, David.
Yes. Well, he's kicked it out to the half-back flank on the other side of the ground, the half-forward flank for the Eaglehawkers. Gone towards the boundary, pushed it over the boundary line, just escorted it over, waiting for the group to arrive to handle this next throw. Boundary umpire's got it, and he's ready now. He's getting ready, here he goes, he's high in the air, that's alright. The Rucks set themselves down to the front of the pack. There's a few Broadford lads there. Can they get it? No, they can't. Hand pass out backwards. That's another hand pass. They've still got the footy, the Eagles, the Eaglehawkers that is, and they're running around in circles. He's got it again. That's a right footer kicked into the forward pocket. What can he do? Over the back of the pack. Can he run under it? No, he can't. Oh, it's hand passed it back. That's clever play. And he right in the goal square and he banged it through for a goal. So that was clever play to get it back from the boundary and flick it into the hands of a goal square.
210 to 14. It's a 196 point lead here with the clock ticking. It's all but done and dusted, probably about 3/4 ago. How long left to go there?
5.5.
5 minutes. There's a real really strong chance here that the Hawks can get themselves a 200 point win. This is a kind of percentage booster that actually keeps them not in close tap with their opposition, but actually shoots them above their opposition. So their coach is going to be elated.
The boundary, quite good. The field umpire's got it back in the centre of the ground. Different ruckman all there that time, but he's still won for the Eagles, Eaglehawkers. Picked it towards the forward.
Chance!
Can he get onto it? No, he can't. It's too slow by comparison. They're out running there. Fullback's got it. Then the Hawkers are taking it around to the other side of the ground. That's the eastern side of the ground. That's 50-60 metre kick, and it's a mark right on the chest. That's pretty handy play. A runner, hand pass. They're on the move now. That's another hand pass. They're still running, and that's a long kick into the forward line. Picked it up off his knees. That wasn't a bad effort. Hand pass into the forward pocket. And a kick over the shoulder. Is there anybody there? No Bendigo bank saver of the day there. That's another goal to the Hawkers.
The deficit is 201, so it's official. They've made the mark. The percentage looks good, and this is the way of it. Unfortunately, they've got the 10 goals that the coach asked for, and now the coach says anything more, and I'll shout you here.
Well, it's on.
Yeah, well, there you go. So the coach can.
Did you read that?
Oh no, I don't. But I'd like to see Broadford fight out the front with the last 3 or 4 minutes or so here. Try and get 5 minutes to get back up into the forward line. They got there before. They got a point, which was good. But they're going to try and fight this fight out now. 2-3-15 to 31-30, 216. Up it goes. Ruckman doesn't really win that either way. It's Broadford first on the ball with the jumpy jack. Can't get it out. And the umpire says we'll ball it up again. There he goes quickly. Catches a few off guard in that one there. That hits the ground. Doesn't go anywhere. We'll have ball up number 3. David, usually, Cat. It'll be a cheap free kick here if I know the game.
Well, they've got a replacement ruckman, Neves, doing okay. He's a good battler, picked it up off his feet. That's pretty handy. That's a nice hand pass, a running player. They're pretty quick on the acceleration, aren't they, when they get the footy. Kicked into the halfback flank, nearly a mark, hit the Broadford lad on the chest, but he couldn't hold on to it. Gone to the deck, and a wrestle sees number 27 come out with it. That's Evans. Evans has got it for the Hawkers. And number 12 or whatever it is, kicked it down to the forward zone. Can they get a goal? No. Yes.
And they get it through again.
Another goal. Out of the pack.
32 goals, 222. Reference to the great.
That's the best scorer for the day.
It's 2 goals, 3-15. And
11 goal quarter.
11 goal quarter more than the coach had asked for. So the ball being retrieved.
That was 40.
The fatigue is high, hands are on hips across the board. Everyone's had a big day or a big bad day. Either way you look at it, it's been a long day.
Still run when they need to.
They do run, and this is the amazing part of them. They are ferocious. They'll be,
They're very fit.
they're still pushing off against each other, so taggers are still tagging too. Up it goes there, Rucks jump. Oh, a win to Broadford that time. Hits the ground in the mud. Someone gets a free spa mud bath in there too, comes up looking a little worse for wear, gets a second one of it. And a free kick's found, and it's going to go to the man who I can't identify because he's completely covered in mud. There's the kick, it's wayward, intercepted now, second intercept attempt now. It gets wrapped up with a tackle and it's not going anywhere. So a ball up here on true centre wing, David.
It is Philip Hart comes in now, got the footy, ready to toss it up, see how the rucks go. Are they going to still keep 13 in the ruck? Yes, they are. And that's his wins too. Got the tap away, but it's gone to the ground. They jump on each other, and that's no free kick. Come on, folks. The wrestling's over. Let's get on with the game. Umpire's got it again. Chuck it in the air, mate. Let's get the game going. Up it goes. And, he's done all right, 13. That Neves. 2 great ruckmen, and Neves has come in to support him, and he's done okay. Broadford have got it. Kick it onto the centre wing, mate.
Last chance, the ball gets knocked out towards the boundary line here. It's pretty much right in front of us here, forward flank here for Broadford. Slight chance for them to go forward with the seconds that remain. The umpire will bring this one back in. A lot of players pointing about where each other want to be. The ruckman wins that one easily, taps down to no one. Broadford have it if they can pick it up. They can't. Kick is a wayward one, goes into the hands of the Eaglehawk players. They handball out, step back in traffic, kick along. No one saw where that was going to. Now the Eaglehawk players pick it up. Kicking over the top, that's a hospital. Someone's going to get hurt on this one, and bang, down they come. No one can control it. Oh, it's a great chance here, and they shot a goal. It goes wayward and gets knocked over the boundary line, 10 metres out from the Eaglehawk goal. And it would be, Albert, to say not much left energy-wise and not much left time-wise.
Yes, not much left anything-wise, I reckon. At this point, the boundary umpire's got about 20 metres around from the point post, and high in the air. That's a good throw-in, by the way, over the back. The rucks didn't do anything serious that time. It's gone to the ground. That's a free kick. As they Broadford have got it, the short kick about 20 metres, 30 metres, perhaps out to the back pocket. What will he do? He's taking his time. May as well do that now, mate, because there's nothing to gain, I don't reckon. Here he comes, kicking it now high around the wing, and they jump and he can leap, but no mark. Could they get the possession by the foot, tripped, but that was accidental. Doesn't matter, it's still a free kick, you know. 8 has got it, and that's a high kick in the air, Broadford up the ground, is it?
I think he was dragged down after the kick, so they're playing the free kick now. Number 26 has it, but it's going back to where he kicked it. It's too high, so it was... can't quite work that one out. There's a too high happened before the kick, but that's a bit weird. Kicking backwards, go Broadford. They find their target and lose 15 metres. Not quite sure what the benefit of that is. They can go back if they want to. Kicking across the face. A loose man on the far side. This will eat up time and hopefully give them their last foray forward. Kicking out towards the wing. The target's there and it's found. a great effort. Now's a chance to go forward, and they kick. It goes straight in the man of the mark. I think they're a ricochet out. No one's going to get that one, and it'll be a ball up. Nope, tapped away. They get it away there too. Handball's over the top now. Now they're moving. If they can keep possession, they can. Over it goes now. Outwards towards the forward flank area. Get inside the pocket area, but great defence there by the Broadford boys, not giving up. And just inside that attacking 50 for the Hawks. They'll try and get a last chance for either team, really, with the time that's left. One last foray for both teams.
Pretty soon we'll be seeing pit donkeys coming in. I reckon it's getting that dark, isn't it?
There's a shot at goal over the shoulder. It's gone long.
Not a bad effort, just 1 point.
Hit the other post. So we've had one bit of woodwork on one side, one on the other. 123 to 15. So a deficit now of 208 points. This, for the full back, David, will be the last foray forward.
Fullback, he's got it then, he's used his brain, he's run about 10 or 15 metres, but that's a mark, and the Hawkers have got it. That's a left footer, where's it go? It's getting that dark, I can barely see them. It's into the back pocket, the forward pocket if you like, and it's a goal. Point, goodness gracious, it's that goal umpire again. What's he doing down there?
Yeah, I mean, blame the umpire, David. 224 to 15.
Oh well.
200 if I can there too, and 9-point lead. The fullback will be getting cases of deja vu as he looks now again, waving. Give me a target, give me something to go towards. There's the kick out wide, 2-on, 1-on-1.
Pushed him in the back.
Let it go through, really wasn't going for the ball. He's
head down.
Wayward tackle there, tries to get it. There's a second effort's not bad. Wrapped up in a tackle, and the umpire said, look, a ball up. 70 metres out from the Hawkers' goal. Pretty much in front of their interchange area as players now stretch out to reduce cramp, which has become a constant friend for all. And the umpire saying, I'm backing out here, please, give me some space. Up it goes, Ruckman, win there to the Hawkers Ruckman. Big chance now for the Kangaroos to get the ball out. They do with a kick, but it's wayward. Chance for a tackle now, pressure's on. Can they get forward one more time? They can pick the ball up if they're good enough. They are. They kick it over the top. They find a target with number 8. The clock is ticking. They run straight into traffic. What was that? That was wayward, and the tackle comes in late, and the ball up on the 15-metre arc, and there's heads thrown back about, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Now they have the last chance to go forward. Get that third goal that they desperately want. It goes up in the air. No one can try. A kick forward. It's up. The rucks come out. Full forwards come out, but it's held by the full-back who has played an exceptional game today. He goes across the face, David, and away they go.
Bendigo back to save the day. They've won, and there's a running player again. They're good on the run and the burst, the hook. And that's into the half-back flank now. He's got the footy, another runner. They're doing it pretty easily with the running, aren't they? That's 2 runners then. Hand pass again, left footer into the forward line. And that's to Mark Nelly. Put it down, didn't grab it. It's on the ground. A good bit of good wrestling. Picked it up now. Hand pass. They've still got the ball, the Hawkers. And that's a kick. Where, Matt?
Right to the full-back. There's your Bendigo bank save of the day. Kick right out to that back pocket. Mark attempted. Oh, dragged down without the ball. The umpire let it go. But it all means moot as the scoreboard shows 32, 32, 224. That's 224 to the Eaglehawk Hawks, to 2 goals, 3-15 to the Roos. A 209-point victory, something that was expected, but maybe not with such ferociousness. So credit to the Hawks, as you said, Kat. Not only did they not get up, but they not give up, but they just really wanted the ball. Yeah.
They did. It was like watching a flock of birds, how they fly
All
in that
chasing
formation.
and it was like seagulls all chasing for the same ball. They just furiously wanted. And you get a feeling that if they'd said to us, "There's a 5th quarter," they'd go, "Sure, we'll give it a go."
At every stoppage, there was someone running across the back. There was someone moving,
32,
running,
32.
so that was gone.
I think we could break down the areas of success against those frailties from the Roos, but ultimately they're a class.
I didn't see a single player for Broadford that can stand up to that level.
4 points for
They might be in a year or two, but not right now.
Not right now. And look, you've got to be fair on them. That this is what they've expected. They're looking for small wins. The best one I would say that most of those Broadford players have had trouble making, trying to